It's literally the reason why I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. So is everyone here and ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I'm modelling, but yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, we are returning to Esparg Hills. Because last we left off, the gang had been accosted by a great many amount of enemies. You had fought a slew of Eldritch Shambles and got ambushed in the night by some kind of psionic spiders. Having scraped through that day and surviving the night, you all awoke and have continued travelling along the road to Edgewood, and you can now see it in sight. It's turning nighttime, there's a golden glow across the sky, and Edgewood really is just barely on the horizon. It looks like a relatively small town. You really can't see that many buildings. There's more like area for farm fields rather than like actual buildings. If you were to count it up, you probably only see like 13, 14 buildings in total in the whole town. Your horse was calmed, and you continuing with your cart. You've been told, to remind you, that Jack said that you needed to head to his branch in Edgewood, of his business, the Southside Swindle, to hand these goods over. Does anyone want to comment or remark on the events of last night, or are we just heading straight towards Edgewood?
Yeah, my character comments on how it feels really weird. It feels like we've been traveling for 2 weeks. Does anyone else have that feeling?
Yeah.
It feels like quite the epic journey.
Sid is
So
asleep in the cart.
we've slept now and we're awake and we're back on the road again.
Yes, and you've been travelling a good little bit. It's not necessarily close to like nighttime. The sky's not blue anymore, it's gold now, so it's like indicating that you're coming towards the end of the day. But let's travel into Edgewood then. So as you get into Edgewood, the first thing you really notice is that a lot of the buildings are just really, not necessarily like run down, but really bare bones. Some buildings have stone for their ground floor, and then it's all finished with sort of like wood and thatch roofs. There's one or two buildings in the place that are like properly established looking buildings that look like they've been, paid to be put up. The rest of them may as well have been made by the residents that live within inside them. You come to like a center of the town that's a completely like sort of mucky road. So just where this is where all the foot travel happens. You can see there's two roads that lead out to the place other than the one you came in. One heads off in a northeastern direction, heads to a little bridge that you can see, and another one heads south. Does anyone want to roll me a quick perception check to see what you can see within the town, what buildings there are?
Right.
14. I mean,
Everyone,
yeah.
or just one.
No, just that's fine. You take a look around. There's a couple of like I said before, the more established buildings that are here towards the center. You see that there is a little something that like resembles an inn, with a little sign on the front of it saying "The Weary Way." There does seem to be some kind of like store. Doesn't really have any signage, so you can't really tell what it is. There's a bit more of a formal, maybe townhouse-looking building. I don't know. It's like really like rudimentary and stone-like, but there is a nice brown box-shaped tall building called the Southside Swindle. You can see there's a door open. The little sign does say that it's still open in the front window.
Guys, that looks like the place we got to go to. Southside Swindle, right?
Yeah,
my
let's
goal.
head in. Yeah, let's head inside and get paid. Although it's probably a good idea to leave somebody with a cart.
Okay.
I'll stay with the cart.
Alright, so you pull the cart up next to the building, and all of you bar Baylor head inside. As soon as you head in, you quickly notice that the room that you're in is considerably smaller than the rest of the building. This seems to just be sort of like a front for the warehouse. There's very little waiting room and just a long desk with a half-elf sat slap bang in the middle of the desk, sitting with a straight back and staring directly ahead at the wall in front of him, and doesn't even flinch or take notice that you've even entered the shop.
Yeah, my character comments that it must be pretty dull here if he's watching paint dry.
Sid is just kind of just walking around, staring at walls himself. Really, seems quite distracted.
I'll approach the elf. A male elf?
Yeah, he's a male half-elf. You can see his hair looks very neat and very, very, like, finically parted in the middle. It's just a very, like, faint blonde hair. You see he's just wearing some simple leather clothes, and even as you walk up to the desk, he is still staring directly in front of him.
Hello, sir. We are here to deliver some crates on behalf of Jack.
He leans forward and looks down past the desk to see you. Takes you in, has a look at you. Leans back, continues staring straight at the wall. Let me get the form. And you see he steps out of the little stool he was sat on, walks over to the other end of the desk, picks up a sort of leather-bound, sort of bookish looking thing, brings it back, sits on his stool again, opens the book. He's flipping pages singularly, one page at a time. He flips through incredibly slowly.
I ask him, is this a common occurrence? People asking about this.
Yes. Okay. Who
You could seem a little bit
employed
more
you?
happier to see us. We're a lovely bunch of people.
You say that, and Sid kind of sits down. And he's like picking his teeth.
Who employed you?
Jack! I already said that.
Jack.
Jack the
Where
lad.
did you travel from?
That's a good question. Does anyone remember?
My character mentions, was it Riverstead?
Would you like us to fill in the form instead of you? You seem very tired.
No. This is my job.
Hmm.
Where did you travel from?
Doesn't sound like you enjoy your job very much.
We just mentioned where we were traveling from.
Say again.
Viridside.
Riverstead.
Riverstead. Final answer, Riverstead.
Was it Viriside or Riverstead?
Riverstead.
Riverstead.
Jack operates
Apart from the
out
orc,
of
we just found him.
Viriside, are you sure?
It's Viriside, guys. I'll correct everyone. They're all idiots. We're from Riverside.
Are you sure?
It's good
Yeah,
someone
I'm
knows.
100% sure.
Who said
Jack-
Riverstead?
My character comments, apologising, commenting that all these human towns look the same.
Yeah, we met Dirk, if you know Dirk.
He's a great friend of ours.
We met dirt.
What
And-
was the
and the lovely
agreed
barman.
payment?
5 gold each.
You said 10.
5 gold.
That's a lot.
Could have swindled him. Come on.
each. Did the goods get damaged or opened in any way?
No.
No.
Although we did suffer some traumas.
What dangers, if any, did you encounter?
We
Uh,
fought
eldritch
some spiders.
horrors. Yeah, eldritch horrors, spiders, doppelgangers. Yeah, the normal.
Spiders.
Then there was a giant owl.
doppelgangers,
There was also this really big tree. Kind of weird.
Eldritch monsters.
Oh, we
Giant
met
owl
this
almost died.
sleeping in ruins. That guy was just having a nap.
Who?
Where
that
have you
half-orc
parked
over
the
there
cart?
with the dragon. Dipshit.
Sid kind of looks at you like trying to puzzle it together and like, oh yeah, right.
Oh, me.
Where
Took him a second.
have you parked the cart?
Just outside.
Outside.
Just outside.
We have our friend guarding it.
There's a horse as well.
Do you want to come with us and see it?
Please
Check if everything's alright.
leave the cart and I will come collect it. Let me get your payment. He stands up off of his little stool again, walks into a door into a back room behind him, and he's gone like a minute or two. Comes back out, hands you a sack of gold. It is 30 gold in total. Places it on the desk. Have a nice day.
You too, mate.
Excuse
Alright
me.
then.
Excuse me, you've underpaid us. There's 7 of us.
There is only 6 of you.
There's a guy outside, we mentioned that.
Hold on. He stands
Yeah,
up and
but,
walks into the back
um,
room again.
Is it supposed to be paid?
Sid wasn't part of the deal,
Shut up!
unfortunately.
Shut up!
Oh, alright,
Sid was
sorry,
a part
sorry.
of the deal. And so was Sizzle, actually. There was 8 of us.
Who the fuck sizzle?
And our friend Squirrel. 9 of us.
He comes back out and hands you another 5 gold. Have a nice day.
Cheers, pal.
Hope
Yeah,
you
you
have
too,
a
mate.
nice day as well.
He sits back in his seat and begins to stare again directly at the wall in front of him.
Sid gets up, and
Miserable
opens
twat.
the door, gets outside. There's a big
Oh, my carrot.
stretch, and he goes, "Oh, I'm hungry. What about you guys?"
I think I'm going to go check out that shop when it's still open.
Did anyone grab the gold?
Yeah, everyone takes 5 gold from the bag of gold.
Okay, we'll mark 5 gold onto your character sheets then, please.
Did they change the character sheet, by the way?
No?
That looks a little bit different.
Did you level up?
No, you go to like the book icon, right? And there you have your characters, and then you click your character, which then opens the modal or dialogue, whatever, with like that shit. I swear it looks different. I swear.
That one does, yeah, but I just detach it.
Click on core and scroll down, that's where your front page is.
So we're all adding
Ah.
5 gold.
All of you get 5
Yeah.
gold, as long as you're splitting it up equally, of course.
5 gold.
Make sure to give Baylor his cut.
Yep,
Thank
so
you.
we head out. My character heads towards the store to see if it's open.
You
It's
come to
GP,
the
right?
Anybody else coming?
You come to the front of the store, It does seem to be open. There are lights on inside. Yes, GP is gold, Scup.
My character asks, is anyone else coming, or
Where are you going, Neil? Sorry, I didn't hear.
going into the store, see if there's anything worth buying?
Oh, I
Go.
will.
Do a bit of
Sid is
shopping
very
for
happy
you,
with his
then.
stick.
I sit down and play with my cards.
I followed them.
Dirty bastard.
I'm gonna go to the store as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Sid and Sizzle for some scran.
Alright, let's do the store first then. So you head on into the store, and again, it's similar to the shop before, where it's a very small standing area. There's just a desk in front of you, but you can see everything past it. There's no wall divider. You can just see all sorts of stacks of shelves, just all manner of like things on them. You get the vibe that this is some kind of like general store.
I'm just looking at everything, just taking this all in. There's a lot of stuff here.
You don't see anyone here.
Is there a bell on the table or something to ring?
There is a little bell on the table, yes.
So my character goes up and rings it.
Oh, be with you in a minute. You hear a little smack against like a wooden shelf, and you watch one of the shelves in the back rocks, and some of the things tumble down. There, ting ting. Ow! You don't see anyone still, but you hear some footsteps come towards you, and they come right up to the desk, and then it sounds like someone's climbing like a little stepladder. And then up before the desk, you see a little half-elf. Sorry, not halfling. Hey, what can I do for you?
What kind of stuff do you sell in the store?
All kinds of stuff. That's why it's called a general store. What can I do for you?
Have you got any healing items? Potions and the like?
I'll need to check. Someone just bought out our stock recently, I think, but I'll have to double check for you. And she climbs down the little desk and the little stairs and runs back into the shelves. You hear her like climbing on things, like ooh, okay. And you hear that she grabs something and comes over. She places one healing potion on the little desk. It's like, we've only got one left. Sorry, a couple adventurers came through and got the last batch.
How much for a healing potion?
It'll be 50 gold.
50?
Yep. It's a standard price for a healing potion.
Okay, little outside my price range, thanks.
Okay. She grabs it and puts it under the desk on a shelf below. And is there anything else?
So I
can
asked
get?
her, is there somewhere in the town where we can get some food?
Oh,
and maybe a
yeah.
smoke?
Brick will do you in the weary way.
Is it as expensive as your shop?
Oh, excuse me, Missy. Health potions have a
Apologies.
standardized price across the entire world, basically. They're created all centrally and distributed out. We don't get to change how the prices are.
Who governs that price?
It's the... Fuck, what's this called again? Hold on, let me check my notes. Yeah, I know I had a voice crack. I'm like coughing up shit. Hold on.
Aw.
Yikes.
Drink some water with honey, mate.
I know, bro.
Just let your balls drop.
Oi,
Aw.
oi. Be nice.
Teenage halfling.
After searching her brain for a bit, she turns to you and thinks, I actually can't remember. I don't know, sorry. I just know that they're all controlled centrally. We just get shipments. We're told you can only charge 50 gold, and that's it. We ever charge under it, you can report us, and we all get done by the authorities. Can't sell healing potions no more.
Okay, well, we're pretty strong band of adventurers. Is there any jobs you need doing that we we could use that to pay for it instead?
Yeah, I think so. You'll have to speak to Friedrich the Mayor. He'll have whatever jobs are available in the town. I'm pretty sure he got one recently, but I don't really know what it was for. Sorry, you'd have to go ask him. I haven't had a chance to ask him myself yet.
Where
Do
can
you know where we can
him?
find him?
He's in that townhouse just across the way. That nice, like, stone-looking building. He's probably turned in for the night already, though, so you'd have to speak to him tomorrow, I bet.
Thank you.
That's an interesting accent. Where are you from?
Don't listen, bitch, alright? Don't.
Did the halfling just say that?
What? Yeah.
No, I'm telling you that,
I'm
'cause, like,
actually asking.
I'm actually changing my accent because holy fuck, my throat hasn't fully healed yet, actually.
Oh.
Oh, I'm from off the island. I'm
Version.
just, like, in the Demo Dominion from, like, a little faction of halflings. Came here seeking my fortunes, you know.
Okay, well, we'll go have a chat with the mayor and we might be back for that healing potion later.
Okay. Nice to see you all.
So unless
See ya.
anyone else wants to ask about anything in the shop, we'll head out then.
No, I'm gonna step outside and try and see if I can find this inn.
Yeah, it's literally called the Weary Way. It's just across the other side of the little town square, which a couple of you had already headed to, if I'm not mistaken. Cedric and Zinni.
Yeah. So I basically told Zinni, watch this, and then Sissel pointed the way, basically.
Oh, okay. So you're all essentially following Sizzle, even though he's mounted on Cedric's shoulders. He's sort of like nudging his head towards the Weary Way, and you both head in there. As you come inside, there is a somewhat rustic-looking pub. Empty seats everywhere. There does seem to be a pretty sparse town. There's only a couple tables in here, but behind the bar is a nicely dressed barman who's a dragonborn with lovely blue scales all over him, polishing some glasses. Oh, hey! Hey, welcome! What can I get you?
Hello.
It's just sorry.
We would wondering if we could get a bite to eat.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Are you looking to stay the night as well?
Potentially. I look over to Sizzle. He's
Why
guiding
Sizzle?
us. Come on.
I'm Sid. I'm not Sizzle.
Yeah, but Sizzle was guiding us
What are you
It just
looking to
smells
sizzle
good.
for?
for a nod, or his.
You look at Sizzle, he takes a big whiff and then nods eagerly at you.
He's just hungry, dude.
I think we might like to. Yeah, can we eat some food and then think about the room?
Sure, yeah, no problem. I was just quick meal will do you for. Fuck, where is it written down?
And like, while this is all happening, right? Like, Sid's just kind of leaning on the counter and just kind of like trying to look over the shoulder of the barkeep, like, what's he cooking? You know?
Well, he's not cooking
Let
anything
him
here, but you
cook.
can. There's just it's a bar at the front here, but you can see there's a door that leads off a door behind the bar that leads into a kitchen. It's open ajar. You can see some sort of like stuff bubbling away.
But- And what do I smell?
Roll me a perception check.
Fuck.
Can I do one as well?
Go for it.
Could we not just ask what is
They want to try and
on the
smell it.
menu?
Is it this?
Oh my god.
Sid, as you try to take a breath in, you sort of just start choking on air. Zinni, as you get a whiff, though, you can smell some kind of meat boiling away and some kind of vegetables. It's very hard to discern what exactly it is, though. I got something cooking. I'll finish it up within, I'd say, like 5 minutes. Is that all good with you?
Sounds delightful.
All right, take a
How
seat
much
wherever
was
you
it
want.
again? Sorry. I
It'll
think
run
you
you.
actually said.
It'll run you 1 silver apiece.
Excellent.
All right, I'll get finishing with that.
Can we
1
get
silver? I
what's
only
wrong,
have
Sid?
gold.
Well, 10 silver pieces amounts to 1 gold, so you've got enough for 10 meals.
Right.
Would you like to get one for Sizzle as well?
tonight. Sizzle, we're gonna feast. Like Sid is very happy and just like walks towards the nearest like seat and just sits down, crosses his arms, and he's just like, seizing the day, taking it all in, very happy, very content.
Okay.
Do we feed Sizzle as well? Like, do you buy him a separate meal, or do you share? What?
Oh, Sizzle will take what he wants. You'll see.
Okay.
All right. The Brick heads into the kitchen. Starts cooking away. It's about like 2 minutes later that the rest of you join inside the Weary Way. As he hears you all come in, he pokes his head round through and is like, "Oh hey! Oh, welcome everyone. Are you traveling together?"
Oh. Yeah, we've been traveling together up until this point. For now, we're together, yeah.
Are you all wanting a meal as well then?
Yeah, I'll go for a meal.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 more of you. What you want, if anything?
I'll have a house special.
Oh, talk about the 3 that haven't said anything. We only got one. You asked for a meal. There's 1 meal, but the other 3.
However, whatever you've got.
That's 1 more.
I nearly died out there. I'm starving.
I got you covered then. The turtle and
Is
the
there-
elf lady. What do you want?
Yes, sorry. What can you offer us? What's the house special?
It is a meal of meat that came in a couple days ago, and some fresh vegetables from around the town.
Is it ethically sourced meat?
What does that mean?
What
Do you
about
have-
some gravy and some Yorkshire puds?
Yeah.
I
I'm kidding.
do
you
not
know that.
understand these words you're saying.
Do you have any bread?
Bread will come with a meal, yeah.
Bread.
Can I have only bread?
Only, sure, beats me. I'll run you like
Thank you.
2 copper pieces, I guess. The rest of you, if you want a meal, that's a
that's
silver
lovely.
piece each.
And it's 10 silver to a gold, yeah?
About-
Was the copper as well 10?
10 copper to a silver, yeah.
Do you have those things called pints? I had one a couple of days ago, and it was pretty good.
Oh, of course, yeah. Does everybody want a pint, or is it just a big guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have a drink as well.
2,
How
3,
much is it?
I'd love a pint.
4.
I'll
Oh,
have
you
4.
definitely want one, Sid. You'll love it.
I'll have
it-
4.
You'll have
Is that a 3?
4 pints. I don't doubt your
4
ability, little lady,
pints.
but you want to pace yourself, maybe?
No.
All
How
right.
much for one?
Who did you call little lady? Sorry.
Guys, I'm
Me.
trying to do my finances.
1 ale will run you 2 copper pieces.
Thank you.
Trust me, Sid. It's a lovely drink. You'll enjoy it. You want one?
Alrighty.
I tried one the other day for the first time, Sid, and it was really good.
Huh. Oh, this is getting really interesting.
Okay,
I'll
everyone.
have everything.
Everyone,
some
make
peer
sure to minus
pressuring,
off what
guys.
you've paid for the meal. I'm not adding it all up, but I'm
Wait, how
trusting
much
that
was
you're
the
all going to do
tinny?
it. The
2
pints will
copper
do you
each.
2 copper.
Yeah, I've done my batting.
Good.
Sid just kind of looks confusing at his coin purse, right? Like looking at those 5 gold pieces that he has, and then he just picks one.
I
and
just
throws
slam
it
down 2 copper for Sid and say, this one's for him.
All right. As
That
long as
works
you've
too.
minused it all off your thing.
Yeah.
Well, I threw the gold piece at you, so I'm at 4 now.
Yeah, I just... He will arrange change for you. I can't be bothered to roleplay giving every single one of you change, so just make sure that you minus off
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Hey man, I'm all for it. Go on.
No, let him be.
Okay, so about 10 minutes later, he comes out with a meal for each of you. Places it all down. It literally just looks like some boiled meat, some boiled vegetables, and each of you got a couple slices of bread. Platt got a couple more slices than everyone else, but no meal.
Thank you.
Sid has like tears in his eyes, and he just starts crouching away.
What brought you to town, if you don't mind me asking?
These people.
We can't stole him.
You stole him?
I mean, I wouldn't say stole. We found a homeless orc, and like he got paid for a job that he was there for half of. So
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, he comes with a wonderful dragon that we were.
I
very
did
much
notice the
intrigued.
cute little devil on his shoulder, and as he starts referring to him, Sizzle sort of like turns around and sort of like looks at him, and then looks back eagerly at the plate of food under Cedric.
Even better, he already had some food in his mouth, and it's like dripping from his mouth.
Yeah.
Mid drinking my pint, I turn to Sizzle and go, I bet you would taste good.
Sissel takes its distance a bit, but continues eating.
Now, Rain. We've only just got this dragon, okay? Let's not scare him off.
Pseudo dragon, not dragon. Pseudo dragon.
Pseudo dragon, whatever. Same thing.
Pseudo or pseudo?
I don't know. Just
You
means
should ask
small,
Guy.
innit?
He...
Swado.
So you came in with a job, is that with the south side?
Yeah, we're doing a job for the Southside guys.
All right. Did you where did you come from? Was it Veritside, Southport, or Ral Nibblegup?
Veritside.
Oh, Veritside is a lovely little town. And he sort of heads behind the bar and starts just sort of like polishing glasses again. Did you have any trouble on the road?
A little bit.
Did we have
but-
any trouble? Well, we came into a few angry creatures who wanted to kill us.
Yeah, that's just how it goes on this goddamn island. Was it the normal stuff, or did you get anything freaky? Because I know walking along that forest line, you can get some weird stuff.
What's the normal?
Oh, you know, the normal eldritch monsters that spawn all over the island. But that forest has got all sorts of creepies in it.
There's some spiders in the trees as well. Our friend here, shit, what's his name? Kalos had to bounce off some trees to get them killed.
Spiders, did you say? Oh. You guys adventure types, I'm guessing? You look like you've been, you look like you're capable lot.
Yeah, so we just like did something with some guy. We got 5 gold, easy.
Well, if you're looking to make more coin, I've heard that Fedric has some kind of bounty that he got, because them spiders are causing a real problem. They've been capturing all the trading carts going from here to Veritside. It's fucking up the trade, I'll be honest with you. I've missed out quite a few things, but a lot of the carts see... I don't know how familiar you guys are with the island, but like a lot of the carts pass through Edgewood and head to Veritside to go up to Ironfetter. So it's like anyone that's traveling on that road has been attacked, and a lot of them have just been losing their carts and that.
We saw
Was it-
people when we were coming down here, coming away from here. They were on a cart. There was like a guy in red robes or something. It was weird.
Yeah, just very common, you know. No one wants to take the bloody road, so everyone's traveling down this way usually.
Who was offering the bounty, did you say?
Friedrich from the mayor, he got a bunch of money from the local baron. Sorry, lord, not baron. Got a bunch of money from the local lord to get the spider problem taken care of because it was causing a bunch of problems for him too.
Does
You'll
he
probably
still
wanna go see
require
him.
the service?
As far as I know, he only got that like a day or two ago. Haven't seen anyone take him up on the offer yet. But I may be, not. I may not be as clued in as some people. I'm in here working. It's worth paying him a visit, though.
Drink.
Where will we find him?
He's in that sort of like townhouse, acts as like a townhouse and his like own little residence. But it's late enough that he'll have probably turned in for the night. He's a old guy, likes his sleep,
We can see him in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see him. He's up crack of dawn. But are you guys needing rooms for the night then, if that's the case?
How much a room?
A room will run you... Where the fuck is it written on this page? It'll run you 1 silver for the night. Per room. Are you any of you doubling up, maybe?
Are these rooms accessible for gnomes? I have difficulty climbing things.
You will find a small little stepping stool under the bed so that little folk like you can make sure they get in the bed comfortably.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll for sure take one then.
One for yourself? Yeah. Who else is going to want a room?
I'll take one as well.
One for you. Anyone else?
I'll take a room.
Room for you, that's 3.
You like magic?
Let's stop it, guys. Right, I'll pay for everyone to get a room. Thank you.
If she's paying, I'm getting one as well.
If anyone wants a room, I'm paying.
Well, I'll have my own room then.
One slight problem with that. We do only have 6 rooms in the building, so 2 of you will have to double up, sorry.
What we doing, flipping a coin or?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I like to sleep on the floor anyway. It's all good.
I'll double up with Sid then.
10 gold.
Okay, how much do I owe you then?
It is 6 silver for the 6 rooms.
There you go, handed it over.
Thank you. I'll get each of you your room
Here's
keys.
an extra silver as well as a tip.
Oh, I appreciate it, thank you. It's always nice to see good customers. Let me know if there's anything you want to ask around town. I don't know how new some of you guys are to the island, but, I'm your patron. You're here if you need anything.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Do you like magic?
So, I want to ask Kaios about these cards you're carrying around. What are they for?
I just enjoy playing with these cards. These are my magic cards.
Magic cards? How do they work?
Magic.
Oh, you see, it looks like a normal deck of cards, right? But I can do all sorts of wonderful things with them. Would you like to see?
Yeah,
Look
show
at
me
you
what
and
you can do.
He's like gently clapping his hands, like.
Oh,
Well-
I've seen this. Back at home. I mean, back in some place. I've seen people do this.
Okay. Pick a card. Any card.
Are you fanning out the deck?
Yes, I'm fanning out the deck.
Okay,
Who's picking?
presenting
Who's
you
picking?
all-
Who's picking?
All the cards.
I'll take one from the middle.
Okay. Keep it to yourself. Or show the rest of the party if you'd like.
Show me.
You tell
I
us what
sneakily show it to the rest of the party, making sure you can't see.
What card is
Yeah.
it?
How do we know what it is?
I don't know. Shift, tell us what card is it.
Yeah, what card is it?
It's a 4 of clubs, but don't tell him.
4 of hearts. Okay.
No, clubs.
Okay. Okay, put it back into the deck anywhere you like.
Put it sort of towards the bottom area.
Okay. Now I'm going to toss this deck up in the air and I'm going to catch your card.
Whoa.
You ready?
Alright, Kylos, roll
I
me
will
a sleight of hand check with advantage because you're doing card magic.
Sleight of hand. Oh. Wrong one.
You need to beat a 15. Ooh! And you see as Kylos bunches the deck in his one hand and starts like pulling them back, and they start like flicking up into the air, and he just starts watching them carefully as he's running through the whole deck, flicking them all, and then he just whoosh, snaps with his other hand one out of the air and brings it down to you.
Oh!
Was this your card?
That was my card. That's amazing. How did you do that?
No, it wasn't.
Four of clubs, that was your card, right?
Yeah, that was
No.
my card.
Rain, what's the card?
I think it was. I think it was.
It was a 4.
I might be drunk.
How many of those pints have you had?
Good thought.
Yeah, can you, Rain, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please?
How the fuck do you do that?
So, in the saving throw section, just hit Constitution and then select disadvantage.
Easy money.
You are drunk as a skunk right now.
I think it's time for you to go to bed, Rain.
I don't think the roll would have mattered.
Someone's gonna have to clean that up.
So you see, Baylor, that's why they're magic.
I'm seeing there's something happening there. I don't quite understand it, but there's definitely something happening with those cards.
A magician never reveals his secrets.
Hmm.
But you just told us it was magic.
Baylor, as you
Trickery involved.
gaze wearily at these cards, can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
Arcana.
You rolled a 1, a natural 1. You're looking at these cards, and he's said several times that they're magic cards, and you're staring at them. These cards may actually be magic. You don't have no idea how he did this, but like, it's truly an amazing feat.
Sid kind of looks at you in the cards and he goes like, yeah, it's magic for sure.
I
As,
grab a few of the cards and run off.
I start chasing after Rain.
as that's happening, and as Sid's probably got his eyes averted, Sizzle sort of like crawls up onto his pint glass and starts to like dip his head into the pint, and so and then goes back for more and brings his head up again.
So
And he goes back for
what do
more
you think
again
that-
and manages to not fall into the pint, but he is sipping away. You finally turn around, Sid, and notice that Sizzle is essentially like halfway down your pint glass by now.
So, that's for you. I said, grabs the pint away from him, and kind of like, he kind of with his very big hands, right? He grabs his the base of his neck, kind of gently puts him on the table, and he just downs the pint like 2 sips, really.
Having had my first
And then go.
having had my first pint for the first time like a couple of days ago, I kind of turned to the table and like sort of glance over at Rain at the same time and goes, guys, is this like because of the pints or what's happening there?
You see Rain's just sort of like walking in the middle of the room, just sort of like stumbling back and forth, and looks like she's about to fall over and then catches herself and like takes several steps.
Have
Well,
I still
since-
got the cards, by the way?
I would say Kylos, with his high dexterity and you being drunk as a skunk, probably would have given up the cards by now.
Yeah, I'll probably bump my head on the table.
If that's the case, roll me a
God.
d6, please.
This is not Sid's first pint, by the way. He just forgot the
Wait.
word pint.
How'd you roll again? Sorry.
On the left-hand side, just the dice picture, just pick out just 1d6. You take 5
Okay.
bludgeoning damage from smacking your head on a table. You tried to run under it, but you misestimated how short you were and hit your head on the table and fell over.
Well done.
Yeah, I walked back to you all crying, upset.
I sit back down with all my cards and start building a magnificent tower with them.
Ooh,
I'm just staring at this card thing, going, wondering how they're all staying up.
roll me a sleight of hand check then, Kylos. You need to beat a 17, given the rowdiness of everything else going around.
With advantage?
No, it's not card magic. Oof. He starts building the... You get like the first 2 layers down, but as soon as you start putting like the 3rd layer of the card tower in, Rain sort of like hiccups and bumps the table and the card tower falls.
Do I bump it from underneath or?
No, I imagine you sat down at the table.
Oh, okay.
What did you
How
do
far
that
does-
for?
How far does the top of my head go above the table, by the way?
It's like into the middle of your forehead. Hence why
Nice.
you ran into it and smacked your head into it.
Okay, go on.
I got nothing else, Bricks. Just sort of like
Yeah,
looking at you
Andros
guys
just
with a
asks,
smirk.
you know, what the plan is for tomorrow. Is it worth talking to the mayor to see if it's a job we can do?
I think so. I think we've done pretty well so far. Should we all stick together and see what the mayor offers us tomorrow?
I not.
I'd say so.
Surely
I think
more
we
than
can take
5
anything.
gold per person.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
apparently
I comment
potions
that,
are 50.
More of us means we can take on more dangerous jobs, and as a result, probably get paid more.
Well, you guys actually need me?
have your
We'll
uses.
definitely need sizzle.
We need Rain to sober up, though.
Sid gets up quite, with a big smile on his face, and he walks to the barkeep, and he goes like, 2 more pints, please,
Coming right up, buddy.
And you put those down, and I just down them right away, no problem. I mean, I can do a check for you, but
You can elect to fail the Constitution saving throw if you want, and just let it affect you and become drunk.
no, I think I want to roll and see if it actually affects me.
Alright, 3 pints, you'll need to beat a 13 on a Constitution saving throw. Saving throws
I
are in a
just
little
think
bit of a
Constitution-
different section. It's like right next to
Where
it.
is
It's like saving throws, it's called. And minus 4 copper as well.
Saving throws.
It's pretty much
I'm so
next
bad
to
with
the
this
main stats, so it's like just the right of it.
Oh. God damn it. So I have my. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna do normal.
Literally
roll,
where
figure
your
it out.
big Constitution stat is, literally like right to the right of that, is the saving throws. It's that section there.
Oh, I did that just now.
Oh, right, you did. I didn't even see it. Because I was opening up your character. You rolled a natural one as
It's
well.
like
Yeah, you
Oh god.
you are somehow more drunk than Rain. despite being a significantly bigger guy.
Do you need to roll for sizzle as well?
These pints are funny. And I just kind of sit down, leaning on the bar.
Cedric, roll me a
Mm,
history check.
really? What do you mean a history check? I don't know fucking shit.
He didn't even know who his mum was.
I know nothing.
Yep, I was
Go on
like,
then, yeah.
You have a vague sense of familiarity with this feeling, but you don't know where and when you felt it before.
Huh. Strange. That's it. And that's it. And I just kind of like put my head down again on the bar.
Anybody want anything else before they turn in for the night?
I'm all good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's time to turn in before more of these pints come out.
Alright, all your keys are numbered, so go find your rooms just up the stairs there. Just points to the stairs on the side of the room. Is that everything?
Yeah,
Is everyone just heading to bed now?
So my character kind of doesn't help, or my character helps Cedric to his feet to try and take him to his room.
Can I have a loaf of bread to hug whilst I'm asleep, please? Thanks.
I have one left, so I give it to you.
You have a slice of bread plan. It's
Oh,
not exactly a whole
okay.
loaf.
Wishful thinking.
Does anyone else want to do anything else before bed, or are we just heading straight?
I go bed.
Alright, well, you all
I help Rin and go to bed as well.
get to bed. Please press the long rest button on your character sheets, and it becomes morning. You head on downstairs, and you do smell the smell of some frying meat as Rick serves you up a little breakfast of some buttered bread and some fried meats. It is a literal assortment of meats. You can literally see like 3 different kinds of meats that he brings out on the plate. None of them have been identified. He hasn't told you what any of them are, but they smell good enough.
Is this included in the room?
Yeah, breakfast always comes with rooms.
I think so. We discussed, we're gonna go talk to the mayor then to see what jobs he has. If there's anything worth getting. Someone mentioned something about a bounty.
Sith kind of just sits down at the table, holding 2 spoons again, and he's just like eagerly looking at the barkeep, not saying anything, just looking happy, you know.
You alright there, buddy?
Yeah,
Alright.
it smells pretty good in here, you know.
You're a happy little soul, aren't you?
I look at Sizzle, kind of confused, and Sizzle nods, and I go like, yeah.
You two are great. I hope to see you again sometime soon.
What? No food?
He's already served you your breakfast.
Oh, he did.
0 history, by the way.
all right.
Zero
My
history,
character
forgot
doesn't
what happened 5 minutes ago.
My character doesn't have 2 intelligence. I do. All right, cool.
Alright,
Thank you for the meal.
You're all done. Want to head on into the town square?
Yeah, I guess we look around for the large building that the guy said the mayor lived in.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You head out of the town building. The Weary Way. You see the town building across the board. There is like a sort of a signpost out front of it, and there is a half-elven man stood in front of it, sort of looking at it, and sort of like hands behind his back, sort of looking up and reading it.
We'd go up
Please.
and have a look at the signpost as well and just say morning.
Oh, good morning. Hey, you
Sorry,
all... Oh.
there's a signpost and an elf.
Mm-hmm. A half-elf, but yes.
Okay, carry on.
So he's just sort of like taking you all in now as you've all come over. He's like, you all looking for a job?
Depends on the job. What is it?
Oh, well, as you can see by the little poster there, we've recently been having a bit of a trouble on the roads. I'm Friedrich, the mayor of this town. He sticks out his hand to shake your hand, Andros.
I'll shake his hand.
Well, you certainly all look like a rather strong adventuring party. Are you maybe willing to take on the bounty?
What
Is
Sorry.
Is the bounty listed on the board? Like, get some info on what's on.
Yeah, well, you just like as he sees a couple of you reading it, is like, our town is most often known for just being a trade stopping point, meaning that trade is very important for this town. Recently, there's been some attacks on the roads between Viridside and Edgewood, and a lot of people have been losing their lives and their cargo. It's being captured by reports of some kinds of spiders.
Do you know the source of these
encounter-
spiders?
Not exactly, but that's part of the bounty. The bounty is for putting an end to the spider problem and ensuring that it doesn't happen anymore.
Sounds like you already owe us some gold then, because we've already dealt with some spiders en route to here.
Oh, you were attacked as well, were you?
Yes, and we were victorious.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Maybe you'd be even better suited to the job then. We have had some people say that they were attacking and killed some spiders, but they've always come back. I think in order for this bounty to be complete, not only does it have to come the problem to be resolved, but if you could find some of the people's lost cargo of wherever it was taken, so that I can know and alert them.
Do you know where on the roads most of the attacks happened?
Yes, I can point to you, and there's a little map on the signpost alongside it, and he points pretty much exactly where along the road you got attacked last night, as you can best estimate. Not last night, but the night before. They typically attack from around here, and they always come out of the forest line, is what's been said. So I imagine you would need to go into the forest to find what the source is.
I guess I
And
ask, is
what's
there any... Sorry.
What's the reward?
The reward, as provided by the most noblest and dutiful Lord Dewey Nibblegup, is 200 gold.
Oh. Hmm.
I kind of look at him with sort of worried eyes when he mentions the forest.
I'm sure if you've beaten the spiders already, you'll be more than capable of flushing them out.
My character mentions to Jox that 200 gold is around 10,000 points.
Jesus Christ, how much? Obviously, I don't say Jesus Christ, I say whatever God.
The reason the bounty is so disproportionately high to what it normally is that this has been a problem for a while and is causing considerable difficulties with the trade, which is a lot of the island's main income from trading things to the mainland.
My character asks everyone, anyone else fancy a walk in the woods?
Has
I just ask him, why do you talk like that?
Me?
Yes.
Sorry, I was born this way.
Like every character he voices is just gonna ask, like, "Yo, why is your accent like that? Why are you talking like that?"
You see, as you mention it, he sort of gets like a bit noticeably self-conscious, sort of like retreats his arms into his chest and sort of like bows his head a bit as he's talking about it.
My character steps on the back and says, "It's okay. We'll take care of that spider problem."
Oh, that's brilliant. Like I said, I would need some kind of proof that the matter's been resolved. It would be in the ways of you retrieving at least some of the cargo that had been lost, so that I know that you found it and you didn't just go and do nothing and come back, as some people have tried before.
Do you know exactly what cargo we're looking for?
It's been a matter of months at this point, and it's been many different cargoes that have been attacked, but they all carry them in wooden crates pretty much.
Okay, we'll try and find some proof and bring it back.
Did you just say others have tried before?
Some people went off and tried to claim that they had resolved the issue. Yes, but they brought back no proof.
They've all come back though.
The people who said they would did come back once, yes.
Okay. Well, I think we should get going. Let's go see if we can take care of this spider problem.
Yeah, it's probably good if we can get there before nightfall.
That's brilliant. I'm so thankful to hear that. I hope to see you return soon.
Yeah, I hope you fix your voice thing.
So rude.
Takes the little cap off his head and starts holding it to his chest and just thank you. At this point, I just want to remind you guys as well, if you ever feel like an NPC is lying to you in some kind of way, you need to tell me that you want to make an insight check, and I can allow you to do that. Just so you guys remember that's the case.
Even if you just brought that up, can I do an insight check?
Yeah,
see if the guy's lying you anything.
How convenient.
He seems really earnest in what he's saying. Like, you get the feel that, like, this person would find it difficult to lie. That's just the vibe that you get off of them.
We all do one.
Only one other person can do one at this point. Who wants to
Who's
do
got
it?
the best insight?
Can Sissel do it?
Do you have Sizzle's stat page?
No.
Then no.
I need to get that up, yeah.
So who has the best insight?
I just know Sissel has better perception and insight than me, for sure.
I have a 3, not me.
You should maybe roll at disadvantage though, because I'm pretty sure you'll have quite a mean hangover.
Has anyone got better than a 3 for insight? No, Anxie's just rolling with a 2.
Oh. A 2.
Anxie, you get the feeling that, like, he is telling the truth. You, again, like Andros, get the feeling that he would find it difficult to lie. But the vibes that you get off this person is very much that, like, they're trying to be a caretaker of the town.
Alright.
Okay, probably not. Let's not interrogate him too much, and I think see if everyone's ready to head off.
Yeah, it's also worth mentioning that sometimes you're not going to find something with insight, because no matter how high you roll, someone could just be telling the truth and not be hiding any secrets from you. So, like, just so you guys know. Okay, well, you all just gonna immediately head straight back to where the spiders attacked you?
Alright.
How long would it take to get back where we were?
It would
walking?
take just
Have we
over a
done
day, so you guys would need to sleep just once before you make it to the actual place where the spiders attacked you.
that? Okay, well, I guess we head out then. We just need to make sure we sleep somewhere a bit safer and not in the tree line.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, just for the day's travel, one person roll me a d20, please. You guys are walking now. Okay.
Who's done that?
And
Doesn't matter.
can 3 of you roll me a perception check for the night's sleep that you have just a bit a ways from wherever the spider attack was? 11... 14, 11, okay. All 3 of you take your night's watches. Baylor, as you're taking your night's watch, just barely inside the tree line, which is where you guys ended up being settled, you start to really think about where you've come from and what this is going to mean. You very much feel wary of the times ahead and know that should something dangerous happen, you wouldn't necessarily feel persecuted for it in some kind of way, but it's more something that you would know would be the natural order of things. And with that, you all wake up, you all take a long rest. I don't think any of you need to press the long rest button because you haven't used anything or changed anything.
But we do it anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
I will just mention that that was very ominous.
Yeah. None of you heard it. It was all happening inside Baylor's head.
Also, are we back at the tree?
Yes,
we were
you
attacked
do
previously?
make your way back to the tree where the spider attack took place. But what you notice as soon as you get there is that all the spiders have gone. Their bodies, as they were there, all their corpses are gone. You do see little piles on the ground of like where some of them like had some kind of like pussy leakage, that sort of like thing that smelt quite a bit.
We'll see.
Are we able to investigate the area to see if they were like dragged off or if they just got up and walked off?
Yeah, you roll me an investigation check then, and if someone wants to help him, you can either give him advantage or roll yourself as well. Only one person.
I've got a +0, so we
So roll with advantage.
Whew! There's a
Whoa.
nat 20. As you're inspecting these puddles, Andros, you know, there's like a dent in the dirt of where the spiders' bodies were and how they sort of like decompress the grass a bit. And for several of these sort of like patches of liquid, you do notice some drag marks of like where the liquid has sort of like been dragged, and then the body must have been shifted and moved away, and it is further into the forest from where we are.
Yeah, are we able to work out a direction from the drag marks?
Yeah, there's all like a vague direction.
I tell everyone else that and figure that that's probably the direction we want to head in.
Okay. If you guys are now heading into the woods, I will need one person to lead and roll a perception check. Who would like to do that? Heading into the forest.
Me.
I want to just ask that some people may have some kind of skills that would make them better suited to this, who may want to pipe up.
Yeah.
I could lead. I have some advantages in the forest.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Okay, then.
Born leader. What do you mean?
Is it the forest to the north?
Yes.
Ah. Okay, so while you guys are all like, getting ready to this perception check, so to say, it kind of interrupts you all. Guys, okay, I know you don't know me, but trust me, I know this forest. Do you want me to perception roll?
Baylor, what's your response to that?
If you know the forest, I'm happy to go along.
Good lord. I can't escape this character, man.
Could I assist with the roll?
Yes, you can assist. Roll once then.
So while you do that, Sid's just kind of looking, ahead of him, kind of looking at Bale and going like, nodding like, this is fine, it's all right.
If any of you do have some sort of unique abilities, by the way, you can freely share that with people. You don't have to, you can just, tell the other players what the mechanics are so they can know what advantages you may or may not have. If any.
So I'll let you guys know, so while we're in the forest, it's worth knowing. If I'm leading the group, we have no penalty to our movement if we're moving through a forest that's rough terrain, so we can move at our normal speed. And any perception checks inside the forest, so long as it's not dark, I have advantage.
I can see through the dark, so.
You can see for
Yeah,
60
my
feet,
character
but that's it.
can also sense the aura of those eldritch stuff. Can't remember if the spiders. Yeah.
The spiders did
Similar?
not give off this aura to you.
Okay. Well.
Oh,
I detect.
I want.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I can heal now.
I know
can
things
I
about
detect-
this forest, but in this case, I don't see anything.
Yeah, so as Sid is taking point and leading first, Baylor's walking behind him and actually keeping an eye on things and telling him where to put his feet so that he doesn't get stuck in the brambles or anything like that.
So that Discord died for me.
Ignore that. I'm trying to find the ability where I can detect. Unless I don't have it right. But
You
there
talking
was
about the
one.
gnome thing?
No, where on our first session I could detect
You had a detect
Good or
good or
evil.
evil
Oh,
spell.
this one. So can I use that to detect spiders?
It's within 30 feet of you, and this only lasts for 10 minutes. You can use your spell slot if you'd like, but you are likely to see the spiders before Detect Good and Evil tells you where they are, because your dark vision goes for 60 feet.
And as well, Baylor, I have ability which grants us vision, so you will be able to see a little bit in the dark.
Lovely.
Okay.
Can
I do have
do
my
that?
my wildfire spirit, which also gives me dark vision while it's summoned.
That's a good point. So I know it's during the day, but how dark is it with like the tree
So
canopy and stuff?
this is about what I was going to say. While it is the daytime, the tree canopy over top is really dense, but as you sort of like look up at the canopy, you get this odd feeling that like a lot of the gaps in the canopy are somewhat deliberate. Like the forest and the canopy is deliberately letting light through in certain areas to get down to certain plants on the forest floor. There's enough light for you to be able to traverse through this. It's only when it would start to get quite dark would it become like pitch black and you would need dark vision or some kind of light. But as it is sort of like early morning and like reaching into daytime, the light is enough for you to be able to traverse confidently, especially with Shift taking the lead and sort of like removing the forest's difficult terrain. As you sort of like follow in his footsteps, you see how he's taking certain steps around certain bushes. Some bushes he's stepping directly through. Some branches he's deliberately not putting his weight on as he sort of like pulls himself through a hole in like a large shrubbery. But as he takes the lead and you go into the forest, we get a change of playlist.
Oh boy.
To the forest music playlist. And you guys can listen to this for a second while I go take a quick bio break.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay. I'll be a couple minutes.
This is
Are you
Zelda.
shitting?
Mind your business.
Taking shit, yeah.
I'm just going to change the Discord like region. Seems to be having issues in this one for me.
I think it's just you, Ale. I think you just keep disconnecting.
Yep. I'm just gonna go make a drink.
Okay, well, I mean, if I disconnect again, I'll try turning on VPN, see if it helps.
Hello, kitten. Very cute.
I'm back. Do you have your own cats, or are you just looking after these two?
Looking after these two.
Is it making you want to get a cat?
Oh, I'm a crazy cat lady, so I've wanted a cat for a very long time. I love cats.
Cats are awesome.
Have you got any cat?
No, I've got no cats. I've only got my dog at the moment.
What dog have you got?
Labrador.
Ooh! Cute!
Yeah, he's a big Labrador as well. I brought him from South Africa when I moved here. So he's a South African Labrador. He's a bit bigger than...
Where do you live now?
I live in Chesterfield in England.
Oh, cool. I actually don't know where that is, but I'll think it's somewhere down south.
No, it's right close to Sheffield.
Oh, really? You're right, you're not far from me either.
Where are you?
Manchester.
Yeah, that's not far at all.
Ava soon, Joss. She's still here. That was a very quick poo.
It wasn't a poo, that's why. Why are you so nosy?
I'm not nosy, I'm just, conversing.
How come you don't have a cat then? If you wanted one, is it your current place
My
doesn't allow
landlord
one? or
won't let
something?
me have one.
That's a pain.
I've lived in that flat for like 4 years now. But me and Guy are moving
No,
to a new flat.
is the place you're
this
moving to allowing them?
I think so. The estate agents seem to think that it would be fine if we got a cat, but obviously they're not the landlord, so just see what the landlord says. These two are so cute! They're so friendly. Constantly come and sit in with me. Headbutting me and licking me and... yeah.
So we all good to continue?
Thanks. You still... Is I think Joss is here.
I guess, yeah, if you hear, move your character to near the top of the map. Just a ready check.
If you can... I am. It's flat here.
Yeah, I moved myself.
Okay.
Yellow.
Just in case, by the way, can nobody else have the stream open, right? Because
No.
okay, good. Just making sure.
There's spoilers on there or something.
No, but like my spectator account that's in the game may be seeing like more than just your individual characters would if there became like a combat or something.
Oh, we're using like dynamic lighting stuff.
If that were to come up, yeah, and also just like it can sort of like sometimes see stuff that's on the GM layers and stuff, but it's like, yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. So who are we waiting for at the moment?
Scup and Joss, I believe.
I'm here.
Oh, Scup's here, just
Just
Joss then.
I think Guy's taking a fat shit though.
Everyone failed the ready check.
No, he's here. He's here.
Yeah, the ready check was to move your character near the top of the screen.
Yeah, I didn't fail it.
Well, everyone. 3 people have failed the ready check.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Playing with the kittens.
You failed the ready check.
I'll fail you in a minute.
I would fair
Whoa!
being by cats is a decent excuse.
As far as I'm concerned, you're AFK.
I'll fail you in a minute.
What does that mean?
I was going to ask if we could have a break soon, actually, like a proper break. I wanted to go to the shop for it. So, can I just go now, since we're waiting for Joss?
How long are you gonna be?
Apparently it's only like 5 minutes away. But I need to brush my hair, because I was asleep before I got here.
How much longer do you have? Until you until it closes.
What is it, 10?
Makes sense then, I guess.
Do you mind if we go for just a little bit? It'll only be like 5-10 minutes, and then we have a good break time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
I just figured a bit more time effective since. But
Sure.
yeah.
I just want to get to like a specific scene on screen for everyone, though.
Is that
Where's
scene where we get ambushed
Jossie?
by like 100 spiders?
Yep.
Jossie, where you at? Is my voice like noticeably more shit or something? Why you guys keep haranguing my characters?
Just,
No,
I-
you
Just does
It's
though.
fine, to be honest.
It's just Joss.
That halfling accent definitely kept changing.
Halfling wasn't even meant to have an accent. It was just an upbeat female voice.
It became American in the end.
No, it was just like, what's your accent? And then the second character was like, why are you stuttering like that?
Yeah, bro,
It's
it's like
not- it's
asking,
not
why do you
you.
have a stutter? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's just fucking me.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, Tony, just go. I'm not gonna like keep you around for like ages just for Joss to come back and then do 5 minutes and go again.
So probably like a 15-minute break then, I guess.
Yeah.
You have exactly 15 minutes.
Are we breaking now?
Yeah, go for it, Tony.
Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Nipping out to the shops in the middle of D&D.
I mean, just put it on your phone and play while you're walking.
Hello.
It's strange and... Oh.
Not timing.
Timing.
We're taking a proper break, Josh, because Tony needs to go to the shops before they close.
Oh,
It's like 15-minute break or so.
I can get modelling. Let's go.
So how's everyone feeling about the session so far?
That's good. I'm expecting some big spider boss.
Yeah, he's definitely going to tell you about that.
But I'm just expecting, like, you know, a big boss spider.
I think it's been a good session. It's been good to do a little bit of role play
Yeah,
in between.
Roleplay centric.
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect the last session to be so combat heavy centric because like you were starting off a combat because of a travel roll from Kylos, so it's like that one started it off and it was a pretty big combat and it drained you of all your stuff, so the spiders were extra hard to kill.
I think the spiders didn't help as well because the person we got on watch couldn't see in the dark.
Yeah, there's that.
That was indeed a thing.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning that in this world there is no light at night time. The moon is not reflective. Like, you can see the moon up in the sky, but it does not reflect any light down to the earth.
I mean, nearly all of us have dark vision though, so not too much of an issue. I guess it might be an issue if there's a puzzle we find that, you know, relates to colour.
Yes,
can't
because dark vision is in grayscale.
It's grayscale even in light, isn't it? You just can't see colours.
No, it's only when it gets dark. So once there
it's
is
only
light,
dark, okay.
yeah.
I guess you'll probably find this up as well because your dragon has dark vision at 60 feet.
I'm in half orc, mate.
Oh, does half orc have dark vision as well?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
It's only Balo in a party that doesn't have it.
Me too.
Well, you have it, right? No?
No,
No.
Oh, shit.
he's a shit dude.
I mean, in the next level or so, I can give people devil vision, which kind of works pretty well.
Devil vision?
Devil vision, Jesus. Fine.
AI.
What the hell? I'm not sure I want that.
Who won that?
It's 120 feet. You see perfectly normal in darkness.
Oh, lord.
Wow.
That sounds OP.
Wait, what spell is that called?
It's
Devil
Devil's
Vision.
Sight, sorry.
Oh, Devil's Sight. Yeah, that's not worse at all.
Oh, it's an invocation. Oh, that's what you're gonna take, is it?
It seems quite useful, yeah.
Oh, it says
There's a
only
few
you
options
can
I'm
see in
thinking.
the darkness. This isn't a spell.
Oh, is it only you? Okay, fair enough.
So you'd have perfect vision in darkness for 120 feet. Both magical and non-magical. Wow, okay.
Sounds balanced.
Is that a feat? Did you...
It's an Eldritch Invocation, which is sort of like a feat, but it's like a Warlock-only feat that they get at certain levels.
Nice, very nice.
There's like a whole list of them if you want to look at the Eldritch Invocations they're called. What are the two you chose already, Ale?
Agonizing Blast and Mask of Many Faces.
That's right.
So more damage, and I can basically shapeshift into somebody else.
By the way, Dex, who do you have in your party right now in Baldur's?
Who do I have in my party? You'll find this funny. So, I didn't realize the game had affected me this much, right? But I've been progressing the relationship with Shadowheart a lot, because I really like her. She's very cool, she's spunky, she's fun.
Alright.
I was running it with just Gale and Lae'zel, because it was just like, you know, that's the boys, I was chilling, and Gale's really useful with all the spells he's got. Lae'zel, at one point, asked me to fuck, like, out of nowhere, with no prompt or anything like that.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of game.
I got, I don't know what came over me, but I instantly became scared that it would jeopardize my relationship with Shadowheart, and I benched her from the team immediately. So now I'm running Karlach instead, who's
nice.
got the bear rage, so she's just a full tank for my team.
So wait, you don't even have Astarion in your party? You're saying
No,
that
I don't like him.
not
He's a
play-
bastard.
You don't like him? Oh my god.
He is one of the coolest characters.
He's
Yes.
cool, but he's a bastard. He's not for
Yeah.
the vibes I'm going for.
I'm bear in
That's
mind,
fair,
you've seen the
that's
character
fair.
I'm playing in our campaign. Dax kind of fits my character.
I do think, like, either way, I'm not gonna say anything actually, but like Astarion is a great fucking pick. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's one of
Yeah.
my mains.
Right? He's so cool.
So each character has their own like quest line and progression and such, and Astarion's one is especially good.
It's especially good.
I've
because
learned a
it's-
good bit
No, I'm
about
not gonna
his
say anything.
character
Yeah.
so far, like a bit of his character, from like just him being in camp and talking to him. But I've not wanted to put him on the team.
How far in are you? Out of
Fair
interest.
So I went and killed Auntie Ethel today. I didn't kill her. I got the +1 and saved Mayrina, who was fucking pissed at me for saving her. That bitch.
Yo, don't spoil.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm joking.
Oh, jeez. Wait, so have you done that on yours, Plaid? Did you save her?
No, but I don't really mind spoilers. Just go on.
Okay. Well, I resurrected her husband, and she was pissed at that again as well. So I think she like wandered off into the darkness. So I'll probably see her at some point later in the campaign. Then I cleared out the rest of the goblin camp because I'd only killed the leaders. I went and killed every other goblin that was left. Got level 5, so I'm big chilling. I've got my double attack on ranger now. So I've gone 5 levels of ranger. I'm going then 7 levels of sorcerer, so that I can attack twice and then bonus action quicken a spell to cast like a fucking fireball at something.
Have you done much in like the
That's pretty
Underdark
sick.
yet?
So that's exactly where I went next. So after that, I went into the Underdark. I killed the Spectator. I then went and found the mushroom colony, who are
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
They're dope, right?
Yeah.
That's very creative.
I was friendly with them. I promised to go kill the Duragar.
Mhm.
I took Glut with me as well. He's a bit of a bitch, but it's alright.
Okay, I can already kind of see what kind of playthrough you're going through.
I
Yeah.
then went and found the mushroom picker, the little gnome whose wife was pissed at him, and I went and picked the mushroom they were looking for. What was it called? The nature stalk something? Whatever the special mushroom was, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I fed it to Shadowheart because she had a quest, not a quest, but like a line of dialogue that was like, you should eat it because you'll regain your memories. I checked, no one else in my party had it, so I was like, okay, this is something for you, and I fed it to her. She was like, I remember someone, and then nothing's happened since then, but I'm sure something will later.
Mm-hmm.
The owlbear showed up at camp, so now I've got Scratch and the owlbear that are just playing together. It's fucking great.
That's cool, right? Yeah,
I
I love
love
that
them.
part. Yeah.
What else did I do in the Underdark? I went to that fucking tree that gives the suppressing magic thing. That was cool as fuck. I got the bark off of it so that I can make some weapon later, which is going to help me out with my artisan thing, because my background was guild artisan. So I'm sure that's going to give me an inspiration.
The best part is you're literally like maybe 15% of the way through the game.
Jesus Christ, I'm having so much fun, dude.
It's like you're still like midway through Act 1.
When I killed the spectator as well, I burst it down really quick because my group has very good single target damage. With like Karlach and me being a ranger, it's just so much fucking damage. And the drow who unpetrified, I was able to talk to them, and I've realized that there are two others, one of which I killed with the hook horrors at the tree. I've got two pieces for some kind of item that obviously combine into something that does something at the forge, wherever that is. So that's interesting.
So, quick question. Given how much you've seen content-wise of the game already, how long do you reckon the speedrun is?
So I already know this, actually. I'm pretty sure the speedrun's just a couple minutes long or something, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes 28.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
there's gotta be some
don't watch
glitchy
it
madness.
until you've done your campaign, but it is hilarious when you watch it.
I know there used to be like a sex percent category as well. Get
Yeah,
laid
that's
as
best.
fast as you can.
That is 1 minute 52 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what's the speed run in Baldur's?
Sex percent.
I've just linked it, Dax. Or Scuff.
Let me see.
Obviously, just don't watch any of the actual speedruns if you don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
How?
You
Okay.
dirty bastard.
How can I watch it?
What the fuck, Jay? Jay's been typing in the Twitch chat the whole time, right? He's been like giving like his own running commentary. And when I said that Astarion wasn't the vibes I was going for, he's what the fuck did you just say, you little bitch? I lost the
What
comment.
did he say?
The vibes he is going for are basic. Fuck you, bitch! What are you trying to say?
Get called out.
I'm God.
I mean, you can't really be called basic unless you have Will in the party.
Really? Like I find it so funny that in our multiplayer game we literally passed Will and didn't pick him up, but he showed up later after we picked up Karlach. So
Yeah, he's probably the weakest character story. I mean, it's still good. It's just not as good as the others.
he got turned into a fucking devil.
Yeah.
That shit was cool, man. I really like Karlach. Every time she talks, it's like, you're my kind of person. I like you.
Wait, is this a speed run to have sex with Lae'zel? Is that what it is?
With anyone. Yeah,
But
Oh,
Lae'zel
with
is the
anyone.
best strat,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. God, this is so weird.
Have you had Gale die in your campaign yet, Dax?
He died once, and I
Who?
reloaded because it was fucking stupid. It was an encounter that I accidentally ran into that like I didn't mean to. I meant to click something else. So I was like, I'm not like a save scummer, but like I'll reload that because like I'm not letting a misclick like ruin something for me.
Okay, all I'm going to say is just let him die in an encounter and then finish the encounter. Or even if it's just him jumping off a cliff, that still counts, I guess. But just have him dead at the end of the encounter.
Why the fuck
Gil?
is Jay saying I knew you'd simp for Karlach? What do you mean? She's just
mean,
a cool person.
Oh, Karlach is great.
I mean, Karlach and Shadowheart are the two best characters with Astarion.
I definitely tried to romance Karlach.
I still haven't put a soul coin in it yet, though.
It
Don't
just
know
gives
what's
like a
gonna
buff for a period of time.
Put it in, or what do you mean?
I don't know, she got some kind of like coin slot on her chest or something.
Your chest, right?
Huh?
I mean, it used to be a more Yeah, basically in the original beta, soul coins used to be stuff you could buy like special items from a vendor with, but they kind of gutted that, so it's just a buff on Karlach now.
Okay.
Spoilers.
It's not really spoilers, it's cut content. Yeah, I'm just saying it used to be something good.
Oh, interesting. Nah, yeah.
You used to buy like magical items from. I think you've already made him, Dax. It's not a spoiler, but Raphael.
I think the cool thing about this game as well is like certain companions you can definitely go with like an evil playthrough or a good playthrough and still manage, and that's why it's so well written.
Oh, the evil playthroughs are so fun.
I want to do an evil playthrough as a warlock at some point, and I want to do a playthrough as a monk, because monks are just fucking cool, man.
The Dark Urge is very fun to do on a second playthrough.
My good playthrough was on Paladin, of course, right? And then a bad playthrough or evil playthrough on Sorcerer.
There was a playthrough I saw where somebody killed literally every character in the game.
Yeah. But that's what's so cool about it. Like, you can totally just do that, right?
And it's supported as well.
Yeah. It's just built very, very smartly.
But they brought all the corpses back to camp and put them in one spot. It's just like a barn full of corpses. But yeah, you can do the evil playthrough, or you can do the super evil playthrough by playing Dark Urge.
Yeah, I got that on my.
Or you can play as a good playthrough of Dark Urge as well.
True.
That's actually
crazy.
probably pretty cool playthrough as well.
I tried to be good, but my rolls weren't that great.
Yeah, it's definitely not a first time like playthrough. Although it was my first time playing it as okay.
Yeah, poor Gil.
I mean, I still got his hand.
I bought so many cool magic items as well. Yo, that Mind Flayer in the Mushroom Kingdom, he was cool as hell. I loved him.
Yeah, the one that speaks to you telepathically. Yeah.
Broken through the Elder Brain.
You
Just
haven't
wait,
seen
mate.
like some of the magic items you get later on are really cool.
Mm.
Like, yeah, not spoiling anything, but there is one item you can get for like a random mob, which basically deals damage based on how much gold the enemy has. So there's a boss. I'm not going to say it's anything about the boss, but somebody managed to basically get behind the boss in sneak, reverse pickpocket thousands of gold into their pockets, and then one shot them with a weapon.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I've just been having an unreal amount of fun playing this game, dude.
Oh yeah, it is. If you like that sort of game at all, I mean, I was a fan of Divinity Original Sin 2, so you kind of went into that pretty seamlessly.
Oh yeah.
It's just so polished, which is such a breath of fresh air, right? Like, it's like, and besides that, like, it's like, here, have a game, €60, no DLC, no subscriptions, no fucking online shop, no nothing. It's the game, $60, fucking enjoy. That's it. And that to me was already just so fucking refreshing about it. Because I don't know any other game who does that recently. Like, what?
I mean, also it's very polished in Act 1. It is a little bit more buggy in later acts, less so now than it was on release. But that's kind of to be expected, considering Act 1 was basically in early access for like a year or two.
They tested the shit out of Act 1, and that's.
I mean,
that's
when I say
why...
buggy, it's like there's a few like niggly things. It's not like, you know, your game's over, you know,
but
really breaking things.
You know why that's good though? Is that like it's one of those games that you want to go like do different playthroughs, and if the start is always like kind of repetitive or you already know what's going on or whatever, then you don't do those playthroughs, you don't finish it. But because Act 1 gives you so much flexibility and like it's so fucking refined, you get to Act 2 and Act 3 easily because you always have good fun in Act 1. So that's, I don't know, I think it supports like, you know, you wanting to do multiple playthroughs. It's actually very smart how they do it.
It helps with the whole multi-classing as well. There's no end in different character builds you can do.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those games where I think I did a good playthrough, I did an evil playthrough, and then I was like, alright, I'm gonna chill now. I'm just gonna let it sit for 2 years, not touch it at all, and then I know I'm gonna go back and just have another blast, right?
One thing I'd suggest, Scup, is in the next patch, they're making it so that you can have the honor mode difficulty without the perma death yet. and the legendary actions bosses get do massively change up and actually make it a really hard fight.
That's cool. I like that.
So it's like Tactician plus.
Yeah, I really like
each
that.
boss having like special abilities they use every turn and such.
Because I'm not gonna say anything to spoil, but there's this one encounter where I'm just gonna say to you, ill submarine. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
This one encounter where I'm really like, okay, this is probably the best combat encounter or like challenge or puzzle that I have encountered in games.
Oh yeah, it's such a
for-
good one because like
since like years. I had so
I mean,
much
yeah,
fun.
without spoiling, basically on a timer, and it's
But don't
like,
say anything. No.
okay, yeah, not
Don't say
nothing
anything
anymore.
No. Let them be totally
But
surprised.
it's just such a fun like
It's
puzzle.
really good.
It's
Yeah.
it's a combat puzzle basically.
Yeah, and it's just like, fuck, man, where has this been all my life? Like, it's just so much fun to do it and to figure it out. And
It was very annoying on release because there was a bug on release in that encounter which kind of made you have to reload until it worked.
yeah, that kind of
Fix that pretty
sucks.
quickly though.
No, I was just happily like resetting the encounter until I figured it out, and it was just such a fun thing to figure out.
That and one of the later boss fights, again, without going into anything, that's in a house. If you're on stuff,
hmm
that fight is just great.
Yeah, I don't know. They just I don't know. It's just a really good game. I like the thing that was holding me up was like the combat. When I first heard about it, I was like, well, I love the RP part, but what about the combat? It kind of looks lame, fucking turn-based. And then that's actually the thing that sucked me up. It got me really obsessed. And it takes time though. You know, there's fights where you're just sitting there for like 2 hours, just figuring it all out, but you absolutely love it.
Oh man. Genuinely just a mind-blowing game.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like a magnum opus vibe, you know, like wow.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
how
it's
the fuck did they pull this off? Yeah.
it's right up there for me. It's like one of the most well-made games, right alongside Hollow
Mhm.
Knight. That shit is
Mm.
just like that's
Mhm.
the kind of game that every single minute of gameplay you can see
Yeah.
the level of like dedication the devs
Yeah.
had.
And they're taking their time with the second one. And me and my girlfriend, we both played it, and we're both like, all right, and then you know what? Take your fucking time. Take all the time you need. We want another perfect fucking game.
I've never played that actually.
It's a good one. But you know, like Baldur's Gate would have never been that good if you didn't have Divinity Sin 1 and 2, because they're building.
Oh, I mean,
on
they
that en-
perfected their formula. You
Yeah.
can tell going for each game how they've improved it each time.
You know what's funny? They're actually I think they're working on another game, which is a completely different like setting and style or something.
Yeah, so the next game they're working on isn't like Baldur's Gate
Welcome back,
4.
Tony.
Oh. What did you buy, Tony?
Next.
Snacks. Yo.
Well, what kind of snacks? We got details.
Some cola pops and some party rings and some crisps that are onion rings.
Ooh.
I'm sweaty.
I made tonight. I made like kebab chicken on pitas, like garlic sauce and shit. Like you'll have to stop me from eating that shit. It's so good.
I was like, guy who does that.
Oh, it's the best.
Alright, is everybody back then?
Yeah, I'm back. Well, I'm here.
Justin,
Yeah,
Guy,
it's
I
Guy,
haven't
yeah.
heard you for a while.
Yeah.
Said hello to Tony.
Alright, my bad.
Would you?
Okay.
Hello?
Alright, all good to go then. So, as you guys head into the forest proper now, like I said, Sid's walking out in front, but you can, all of it's to you, it's plainly obvious that Baylor's sort of leading the way and is telling Sid where to put his feet and like is looking ahead at every point he can. And we head into the forest. Let me change scenes. So it's an incredibly dense forest. A lot of it's sort of like very jutting up in one ways. The trees are very close together. A lot of mushrooms growing up and down the trees themselves. Lots of little animals that you hear skittering around the place. None shift that you perceive to be a threat anyway. Just a lot of little sort of critters, forest floor critters, and some up in the trees as well, sort of like spying you and then heading off in their own directions. You're traveling for about an hour. Shift, can you roll me a survival check, please?
You can have 2 rolls, right? I could roll one as well.
No, I'm just asking him to. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. You do spot, sort of like a break in a twig at some point, and it catches your eye in a weird way, and you go down, you give it a sniff, and it smells like that foul, piss-smelling pus that the spiders leaked out after they got hit. So you get the feeling that you head in the right direction.
Guys, I'm smelling that same pus that we smelled from the spiders around this area, specifically here on this little broken twig. I think we're definitely going in the right direction still.
Oh, Guido.
So you carry on.
Lead the way then.
Yeah, you carry on heading a lot of over and under and bushes little scratching you at places, but not enough to cause any damage. But there is at one point directly in front of you, and as Shift passes it all, you will see it, a bush that's bearing some kind of fruit. Does anyone want to take a closer look at it? Or are you all just passing it and keeping in line with Shift?
What kind of rolls needed?
No rolls or anything, just is anyone wanting to, like, grab at it? Or just
Would I
take
know
a closer
anything
look?
about it?
Yeah, Baylor, you probably know instantly what it was, but you've already walked past it and you're sort of like leading the group. It's more that anyone behind...
Does Sid know about it?
Sid? No.
I would imagine Rain might know, right?
Oh, no.
So no one wants to take a closer look. You're all just like keeping in line with Baylor as he's like still trekking through the woods ahead of you.
I'll go check the fruit.
Okay. Give me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
Right.
Okay.
Turtles do love fruit, so...
There's some sort of like... It's some kind of berry. It's a single bulbous, dark purple looking berry.
Oh god.
Do you want to pick some of it, or are you just heading forth?
I'll pick them and put them in my bag
Okay.
for a little snack later on.
Okay. Just add just a handful of berries to your inventory.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're travelling for probably about another hour at this point. So it's been like 3 hours of just walking in this one direction in the forest. Thankfully, Baylor's been managed to keep you a track and heading always in the same direction. Baylor, as we're reaching about the 3 hour mark, you start to see the forest ahead of you is incredibly dense, as you're sort of used to, and you're coming through all the forest and you see ahead a small clearing, which is strange. It's like 15 feet in front of you, like a step back, and you can't see the clearing. It's just because of how dense the forest is. But as soon as you take that step, you see this little clearing with like a mound in front of you, or quite a large mound that comes to about your head height.
And it's not normal in the forest, right?
I wouldn't say it's not normal, but it's something of note, that's for sure.
Guys, I'm seeing something up ahead, about 15 feet ahead, in the clearing. Can anybody else see that?
slowly as you do all catch up to like where Shift is, you peek around and you do see this sort of like clearing in the mound just behind the tree line.
Is there anything else that we can see? Can we roll to see more? Or
Yeah, roll a perception check to see if you can see like what else is around, keep an eye behind you, everywhere else. Baylor, you roll me one as well since you were leading the group. Okay. You don't notice anything around, but one thing you do sort of like catch on to is that all this time you've been walking, you like very commonly and like with like very small in between time coming across little critters that are just in the forest. For the last like 5 minutes, you haven't heard of any critters, any at all, as you've come towards this mound or the clearing that's ahead of you, rather.
Yeah, okay, I should just come and say it's quiet. Too quiet.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. We should be hearing something. What's happening in the forest? Guys, I think we should get a little bit closer, take a look what's going on there.
we should be careful though.
Okay, the mound is quite big. It's about like 30 feet diameter. You are able to walk up it. It's like a bit of a steep walk, but you can get up it. But there's only like 10 feet of distance between the mound and the tree line, so it's like a pretty small, compact like area.
Can we walk around the mound and see if there's any sort of entrance or something?
As you walk around, because you're coming from the south side, just the direction you've been walking, as you walk around to the north side of the mound, you do see there's a very large, gaping, muddy entrance that's leading downwards.
Do we notice anything else? Do we smell anything?
Roll me a perception check with advantage. You take a look, you step a little bit closer towards the mound, you take in a good whiff, you get a very strong smell of this sort of like pissy pus from the spiders.
Guys, I have a feeling that this mound is going to lead us to a spider's den, because I'm sure I'm not the only one, but you can smell that if you come a little closer. It smells just like that same pussy spider smell from earlier.
Pissy pussy.
Pissy pussy.
Pissy pussy's got me.
I mean, if we're going to head down, we probably want to work out who goes first and such.
Alright, give me a marching order then.
It's going to be dark down there, right?
It is very dark, you can't see any lights inside it.
Shit just kind of goes like, pissy pussy.
Does Cindy even know what pussy is?
Marching order, who's in first?
Pussy, not pussy, pussy.
We probably want like the tougher characters first.
Who
Thanks,
can go
somebody.
first?
Who's got dark vision to go first?
Wait, what are we
Oh.
rolling again?
Nothing yet, just determining a marching order for now, for going into the mound.
I can't see in the dark, right? I can't.
You
Braden
can't.
can.
I can go. I'm fucking OP.
You can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yes,
I got
ma'am.
dark vision.
On then. You go.
Okay.
Off I
I'll go
then.
behind.
Huh?
I'll follow behind.
Who's at the back of the group?
I guess I'll bring up back.
And Andros at the back. Okay. Just want to know the front and back. That's good.
Can I wait? Hold on.
Mhm.
The vagina's at
in.
the front and the bum hole's
Um,
at the back.
Can I do something with danger sense at this point?
Can you ping the ability into the chat so I can read it?
Yeah, I can tell you. I know how to do that.
When you
just,
hover over it, there should be a little speech bubble.
Yeah, I knew that.
Giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You advance on dexterity saving throws. That's like a very sort of like immediate thing. So like, if a trap suddenly starts to trigger, you have advantage to not be hit by it.
Got it. It's not. Yeah. Okay. So it's not like perception kind of like.
No, not really. But
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No, that makes sense. I'm an idiot. It's fine.
Okay. So Zinni at the front. As you start to head towards this tunnel going into the mound, it's quite tight. There's like only about like 2 feet of room on either side of you. You essentially are forced to walk single file once you get into this thing. It starts to head downwards. Those of you that don't have dark vision, I'm assuming you're just putting like a hand on someone ahead of you so that you're not getting like, you know, like walking into a wall or anything. Zinni, can you roll me a perception check?
We're conga lining.
Okay. So the tunnel starts to curve, and as you walk deeper and deeper, you notice it's starting to like spiral. It's like spiraling downwards and downwards. You're walking for about 30 minutes when you first notice something that isn't just a mud wall. You notice a skeleton on the floor in front of you.
30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It's about...
We've been going down, right?
Yeah, so you've just been like...
We're pretty deep in.
Yes. Been going down and sort of walking in
Please.
like a spiral as it goes down.
Can we do a perception check?
Was
to
that
see-
you?
That was so good.
No, it wasn't. I'm
It's
very
very
tired.
I didn't like that, Blatt.
I did not like that.
What?
don't like
Can
me
we
screaming?
try to see what killed like the skeleton?
Roll me a medicine check then. Someone else can offer to help as well if they want. If they have
Yeah,
good
what check?
medicine.
Can I look?
If you have a good medicine check, yeah, roll it.
I have a good medicine check, actually.
I feel like I should have one
Hey,
because I'm a
yo.
priest. Hello?
Never mind.
Look at Andros.
Medicine
That's
isn't necessarily
owning.
just for like healing.
What do you want? Meow meow meow.
Okay, Andros, as you look over this skeleton, like it's still got its clothes on. So it's,
Thank God.
you know, part of it's sort of like still closed. As you take like closer
Part
looks,
of it.
you can see there is still some sort of like rotted meat clinging in between some of the crevices of the bones, so you know that this is like been here at least a couple of years. Like at least 5 from what you can gauge just based off like how much has decomposed, assuming that it hasn't been eaten.
Oh,
You carbon dated with your eyes.
Oh.
Right.
Jasper.
Huh?
When you do
Yes,
get
sorry.
that close to the body, though, it's impossible to tell what killed it at this point because any wounds that would have been left are just no longer there. But as you get closer to it, you do see that there's some sort of like a big chunk of fabric that's been buried sort of like to the side of him. Not necessarily buried, but sort of like mud has come over it.
Can we move the fabric and see what's underneath?
Okay. As you begin to sort of like wipe away the dirt and see what's there, you realise it's a satchel.
Ooh.
Can I open the satchel and see what's inside?
So you pull the satchel out and you open it up and you find 7 silver pieces, some really mouldy rations that literally turn to dust as soon as you try to like move them out of the way. So add 7 silver to your character sheet. You find an ink and quill and some kind of leather binder that's got some papers in it.
able to read what's in the papers.
Okay. You open up the leather binder, so you sort of like, you unwind it, and in the papers, a couple of them are blank, but you do find some papers that have some writings on them. And I'm going to send you the Google document so that you can read off what's written in here.
Oh well, yeah, it's a bit of a document.
So we're also going to get a change in playlist now. Alright.
Just give me food myself 1 sec.
Well, no, read it out to everyone else. Show us off your reading skills.
This is Skyrim.
This is Skyrim.
Wait. Or you want to just read it out?
Yeah, read it out loud for everyone. You're the one that's got the leather binder. No one else can come up to you and read it, so it's all like you're all single file cramped in this tunnel.
I can barely read, mate. Go ahead.
5 solemn days it took me to even find this place, but neither. I'm not going to read the whole thing, though. I'm going to summarize it.
Oh,
Yeah,
if you're not going to read the
read
whole,
it.
let me read the whole thing then.
Yeah, if you want to read it. Then.
Hey, come, no.
You spent 10 minutes writing that.
I'm here to RP. I want the RP.
Yeah, so I'm going to read it out all for you because he doesn't want to. So, day 1. 5 sodding days it took me to even find this place, but neither rain nor shine could stop me from meeting my destiny. This dissertation of mine is going to revolutionize how we view this accursed island. My theories are all so plausible, and soon I'll have proof to back them up. Finally, I'm going to have the chance to unlock this island's secrets. Too long have they gone undiscovered and unacknowledged. The cave seems totally abandoned, so I'm able to sleep inside rather than brave the elements or whatever manner of creature happens to be outside. I'm not a fan of getting no daylight, so I'll endeavour to get up and get some fresh air every so often, but nonetheless I'm positively buzzing with excitement at the long-awaited prospects that lie before me. Day 2. The transition from soggy dirt to etched stone is quite jarring. I'm rather amazed that the craftsmanship has endured this long, but then again I may be the first person to set foot here in many novas. I'm quite lucky that there was a cave-in, otherwise I don't think anyone would be able to find these tunnels. Well, other than the lords of course, but I'm not even sure they know their own history. Nobody does. And that's what I'm here to prove. There is a rather puzzling big room ahead, but I've decided to take today mostly for rest, and I'll venture inwards tomorrow. Day 3. There are so many winding paths! How could anyone be expected to find their way through this stupid maze? Why on earth would they build it like this? It makes no sense. It's an insult to their intellect to have made this, and an insult to my own that I'm forced to interface with it. Sometimes I get so turned around for hours on end, and I think I may have gone so deep I'll never get back out, and then all of a sudden I'm back out at the same entrance! I will get to the bottom of this. I'm sure I know what's down there. Can you guys stop spamming in the chat so much? I'm hearing this as I'm reading.
I didn't pay attention, but that's fine. My character doesn't pay attention, so that's cool.
After so long, this maze... day 4. After so long, this maze feels more like a practical joke than anything else. It serves no purpose. They would have no opposition or rivals. Why would they even do this? I miss my wife. It's times like this that I remember just how amazing it feels to even be close to her. No matter how much I wrap up with extra layers of clothing, nothing will ever compete to the warmth I feel when I'm wrapped in her arms.
Oh, Lord.
God, look at me. I'm just a few weeks and I've already turned soppy. But I'm doing this for us both. With this published, no one will be able to deny me, and I'll finally give her the life of comfort she deserves for putting up with me for so long. I need to stop aimlessly wandering and really think for a moment about how to track myself through this ceaseless hellscape. Day 5. Finally, some headway. I'm getting the hang of it. It's child's play, really, but I got so frustrated yesterday I lost all sense. I haven't nailed it all down just yet, but I can't see there being much more to go. More than now, I'm abuzz with excitement. I'm pretty confident of what I'm going to find. I just need to get there. Map a dedicated route to it, and I'll have all I need to provide those bastards wrong. My whole life I've known there was always something more. And now I'll finally be right on the cusp of it. I can barely put my words into anticipation, I'm so excited. Day 6. Success! I can't believe I've done it. It's here in all its ominous glory. I didn't think it'd be quite so intricate. It still seems to be teeming with magic after all these novas. Who knows how long this has slumbered here? I have no idea what's on the other side, but I really don't need to. Even just the eyewitness account will be enough for them to shift and get their asses into gear. Finally, my efforts have paid off. Maybe with this, we'll be able to move out of that slummy apartment in Ralnibilga. I'm coming home, baby! Your man is successful and damn good at what he does. And that is the last entrance. For anyone
Did he
else,
actually say what he succeeded at? Because I don't feel like he actually said that.
I'm going to
He's
put
coming home.
in the... I'll put it in the map section, there for if anyone wants to read it.
Thank you so much.
I could put
Yeah,
it in one
so-
of those things where it reads it to me.
So my character looks around to see, because you mentioned
It's called
about
dice.
marking down his route.
Mhm.
To see if he wrote that down on any paper anywhere.
You can't see anything that you know. There's nothing discernible about the mud cave that you're in right now.
Can I do a smelling check?
Go for it. Roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Is a very strong smell of mud. You get a faint smell of the pissy pussy spiders, but other than that, you really can't catch anything.
Guys, that smells weird.
Smells like pussy.
I just mentioned how he talks about there being a maze, and we haven't seemed to have found any sort of maze as of yet. But when we do, it's probably worth just making sure we mark the route we take.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything to mark with?
Um,
To mark with?
you use sand?
We can.
Okay, can I do a check to see if there's any pebbles nearby?
You don't even need to check. It's literally just mud.
Oh, god damn it.
Could Sissel do a small breath and mark the wall?
The
Breath
mud
of fire?
wall? Sure.
Just a little, a little mark.
The little spout of fire breath singes
Yeah.
the dirt slightly.
Then I guess let's go carry on and find this maze then.
Sissel, you're the best.
You carry on walking down this spiraling tunnel, and after about 5 minutes, you see what the man was referring to in his journal. It's you see ahead of you some sort of a cave-in. The dirt tunnel seems to have crashed through into some kind of like corridor. It's sort of like ramping, so you can like walk straight down into the tunnel, but as you turn around and look back at it, it's very clear that like the ceiling of this tunnel had collapsed and the mud had just all like slid in, and somehow some kind of tunnel was made for it. Looking around, as you look at these stone walls, it's like the corridor forms sort of like a square. There's a sort of like just like stone tiles on the floor, but on the walls are sort of like etched, and they're giving off a pattern that's like seems to repeat every so often of what looks to be some kind of like ocean waves bobbing up and down, sort of just like etched in the stone all along the way.
Oh yeah, we'll just do like an investigation check to see if we can work out what those patterns mean.
Or roll me an investigation check.
Somebody gonna assist me with it?
So one person roll with Ale then.
What? Oh.
Investigation.
And Scups just griefed it.
You look carefully at the pattern on the wall, and the etchings are very intricate. Sort of like an ocean wave that sort of like ebbs and flows, and crashes into another ocean wave and repeats its ebb and flow. And as you sort of like look along, it's only like every 30 feet or so, this pattern starts to repeat. But more than that, you notice that this pattern is repeating exactly. There are no imperfections or blemishes on it anywhere.
How far does this pattern go? Or how far can we see down this sort of corridor?
Those of you with dark vision can see 60 feet down the corridor. You just see the corridor, you can't see anything ahead of you.
Is it a single corridor or is there multiple?
It's just one corridor. You can't see any branching paths.
Well, I can't really see anything at all, I suppose, so...
Yeah, I mean, did somebody want to cast like light so everyone else can see the pattern?
I think I
yeah.
can do that.
Ooh. It's a good idea.
Okay.
I can do it as well.
Who's
You.
casting light then?
Let me just see how much mine does. I can throw mine.
Yeah, also, is the light on a point or does it follow somebody?
So it can either be myself or I throw it and it emits light in a 10-foot radius.
I'd probably put it on yourself so when we move it keeps lighting up.
What's Tony's do?
It's probably
You
going to be the
touch one
same
object that is no larger 10 feet until the spell ends. The object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. The light can be coloured as you like, completely covering the object with something opaque, but it blocks the light.
I think Tony's is better.
Are you able to cast light on your stick?
Am I allowed to do that, Mr.
Yeah.
Dungeon
You
Master?
cast it on an object.
So, I don't actually see it in my spell list.
With the spell light?
I see it on, it's a cantrip, right? I see it there. But I don't see it on on the core page.
I mean, you don't need to roll or anything for it. It doesn't cost a spell slot, does it?
The cantrip? Yeah, light's a cantrip, you don't have to roll anything for it, and even if it runs out, you can recast it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just do that then.
So we can see a 20 feet radius around Zinni.
Mm-hmm. So one thing you notice as well is that the floor seems to somewhat faintly glow with some kind of like bluish light.
Are we able to investigate the floor at all to see what's causing the glow?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check. You get the feeling that the floor is some kind of like enchanted in some kind of way, that it is emitting this light. You get the feeling that there's some kind of like evocation spell on it.
Okay. Does
At
it
the same
provide any
time as
light for us
well,
to see?
you also get the feeling that the floor and also the walls and ceiling have some kind of like abjuration spell on them as well.
What is an abjuration spell?
Abjuration spells are typically for warding or protecting or something like that.
Does detect, I'm assuming like detect evil and good type of thing doesn't do anything for that, right?
It's unlikely to.
I don't think I have anything else that I can use.
Do we have anyone who can like detect or
Oh,
dispel
ignore
magic?
that, sorry.
While all this is happening, Sizzle kind of crawls underneath the armor of Sid, and Sid grips his big stick with both hands, and he's just kind of looking at the rest of the party.
So you mentioned it was a protection spell, and there doesn't seem to be any damage to the inscription. What happens if someone tries hitting it? You know, to do some damage to the inscription.
Who wants to try and hit it? Any takers?
I would, but I don't really have a weapon to. I would deal damage to.
I can try hit it with a crossbow.
Oh, roll an attack for the crossbow.
How do I do that?
Just click the crossbow in your attack section.
It's not there for some reason.
Just say, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Is that applicable or no?
Magically consecrated and desecrated refers to holy and unholy things. You can check if you'd like, but looking at it, it's unlikely that this has got some sort of like religious aspect to it.
Okay. With regards to attacking the inscription thing, I look
Someone with a weapon just roll to like hit the stone, please. Kylos brings out his mace and just smacks the stone wall. It's a good thwanging smack. The sound rings out across the corridor. And as you pull your mace away, you see that it's not left even the faintest scratch on the wall.
Anybody else have any other ideas, or should we just carry on and mark our path?
Sorry, what are we attacking?
The wall.
The wall.
We just wanted to see if cause he mentioned the inscription like was perfect and not damaged or anything. So we wanted to see if there was something magical protecting it.
Can I do a nature check on it?
Sure. With your nature check, you note that there is absolutely nothing natural about this. This is all incredibly man-made and man-erected.
Since, while everyone else is looking at it and thinking what to do, I just cast a fire blast at it.
Fine, folks, go roll it.
Bolt, sorry. Fucking hell.
We're in a cave, right?
Yeah, you cast your firebolt at it. You just hit the thing. And you watch as the flames scatter away. It has left behind some sort of singes on the stone. The stones remain sort of like undamaged, but they're like visibly singed.
Okay, well, at least we can use that to mark our way.
I guess.
I think we should proceed down the corridor.
Yeah, let's carry on slowly. Keep an eye on, see if any of the inscriptions change.
If you're walking slowly, you're going to be walking stealthily?
I wouldn't say stealthily, just paying attention to surroundings more than we would otherwise.
Okay. As you start walking, looking at this pattern on the wall, you do see it repeats every single 30 feet. The light from the floor gives you just enough light to just about see the ceiling, but not much more. It's just barely illuminating the tunnel. As you carry on walking, you're walking for a while, 5-10 minutes pass, and you have a 90-degree turn in front of you. The tunnel hasn't splintered off in any kind of way, but it turns 90 degrees to the right.
I think we should keep going. Nothing's changed, right? It's still the same pattern on the wall.
Still the same patterns on the wall. And in fact, the
Can I
30 feet
choose
of
to
pattern
stealth this?
stops at exactly at the corner and repeats on the next wall. Say that again, Joss?
Can I choose to sneak with stealth?
You can if you want, yeah. Are you going to be walking like ahead of the group and sneaking, or?
Yes.
Okay. Joss walks ahead of you, sneaking. How far in front? Bear in mind
Let's
that you and the
say-
group, those with dark vision, can only see 60 feet ahead of them if they want to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, I'll just be 30 feet.
Okay. So Joss is sneaking just ahead of them. She's walking pretty silently. You guys don't even hear her footsteps. You guys are all walking, not trying to be all that stealthy, but you're behind her and you see her ahead, and she can likely give you a heads up if she sees anything. Rain, as you guys continue walking, again, this pattern on the wall just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. It doesn't end, and you never see any kind of marks or blemishes on it at all. Until the tunnel comes to another 90-degree turn, this time to the left.
Does the pattern change in the new section of tunnel?
No, it's still exactly the same.
I think we should keep going.
Alright. You carry on. Another 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 15 minutes of walking in this never-ending, always the same, just nightmare.
Can I choose to press my hand into one of the symbols?
It's not necessarily a symbol, it's more just like a mural, but like with just etchings in the stone, like someone's gone at it with a chisel.
Can I try and dissolve it with, what is it again? Pocket sand?
You put your hand on the wall and you try to concentrate on a minute, and you know that, like, I think your ability takes like 10 minutes, right? Yeah. As you keep your hand on the rock for 10 minutes, whereas normally rocks will crumble to sand in your very hand, you don't feel this wall changing even a single iota, and even after 10 minutes of keeping your hand there, you take your hand away, there's not a single mark, not even the tiniest scratch or embellishment. And you carry on walking. Nothing but pitch black ahead of you and pitch black behind you. Those of you that have dark vision can just about see the walls, and those of you without dark vision can just about see the floor and like your immediate vicinity, and that's about it. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Just ahead of you, just on the precipice of your vision, you see that the tunnel opens up into a room with a significantly brighter light. Those of you with dark vision can see it ahead.
I enter first, right?
If you're carrying on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You walk towards this room. As you're coming closer and closer to the room, you see that there's another tunnel dead ahead of you on the other side of the room. And as you come closer and closer to the room, you can see there are 2 more tunnels on either side of it. And then another tunnel on either side of those. And as you come into this room, the light from the floor is significantly brighter. The pattern that was on the walls now creeps down to the floor as all different waves kind of like crash into the center of the room. And you find yourself in a room with 12 identical doorways, leading into 12 identical tunnels, including the one you came through.
So you mentioned the pattern ends up on the floor. Does it go to each door? Into the corridor?
The gaps on the walls from in between each doorway, that's where the pattern of the wave streaks down onto the floor and then crashes into the center.
So are the doors like equally distributed apart?
They are, as far as you can tell, incredibly equally spaced, and you can't tell at all the difference between any of them.
Is there any difference on the pattern next to each one?
Roll me an investigation check.
If someone wants to help with it as well by rolling their own one.
All of you roll.
Ow!
Yeah, sorry, he's being loud.
Saying hello.
Kylos and Cedric, please. Cedric, Scuppy.
Probably got a girlfriend, aggro.
Probably. Either way, not a single one of you can make out the slightest iota of difference across any of these doorways. And as you stand in this room now, you're finding it difficult to identify which one you came through. Because he hasn't said anything, you do see Cedric sort of stood in the doorway of the one you came through, but had he not been there, you wouldn't be able to tell these apart.
Are you able to cast a fire blast near the one we came in from, just to mark it?
Okay.
I could
I
drop
also-
a... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No, it's not a great idea if we're planning on checking the rest of the doors.
I could put
Uh,
a flame at the door that we were coming from, so we know where it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but would it still be there if you go too far away?
It lasts like... I don't even know how long it lasts.
The singe that you'll like, it's like it's on there. Like it's not going to like disappear. Your magic creates like a physical singe on it.
Yeah.
So you cast a little firebolt. Are you casting it where, like, on the doorway, on the floor?
On the floor, so it's easier.
Okay. On the floor, just in the middle of the doorway, you cast this little firebolt. As the flames sizzle away, you see the singe there.
Sorry. So I turn around towards Sid, and I cast firebolt between his legs, so he gets scared. Then I smirk and basically turn around to the rest of the guys.
Well, had Cedric been present, he surely would have jumped at that and wondered why.
Sorry.
Where'd you
Sorry.
go, buddy?
And what did I miss? My girlfriend came downstairs for a second. Oh,
So the
that's it.
tunnel has led into a room with a significantly brighter floor, like a brighter blue, but it's a circular room with 12 completely identical doorways leading to 12
Oh,
identical
dog.
tunnels.
All right.
And Anxie has just fired a firebolt at your feet, marking
Why?
the tunnel that you guys came through into this room.
God damn it. Ah.
Yeah, missed the roleplay.
I guess if we look around, like on the floor, is there anything special about where they crash together?
They crash sort of together, sort of like in like a spiral shape, and there's sort of like just a little circular pattern in the middle of the room, dead set middle of the room.
Also, my reaction to that is obviously I got surprised, but I wasn't quick enough to move, so just kind of stand there. My hair is just not much, just little pieces are kind of cinching, and I'm just kind of looking at Anxie like the fuck, and I let out like a out of my mouth, which is smoke. Obviously, Sizzle kind of peeks out of my armor, being like, okay. But Cedric doesn't say anything.
I need to ask you a
More just
question,
annoyed.
Dex.
Go for it. What's your question, Joss?
So, you see
Oh.
that spell?
Mhm.
Does that make you lightweight, or does it also increase the force at which you land?
As you jump, you sort of like feel like a featheriness to you, just so you end up clearing triple your jump distance.
Right.
So it doesn't like
That's all I wanted
make
to
you
know.
stronger or anything.
So we need to choose one of these 12. Well, we came from one, so one of these 11 doorways to go down. Can we do a
see down them? That.
Huh?
We see down the doorways.
Down the doorways, you can't see anything. You see the faintly glowing floor for a bit, but it fades just to darkness after a while.
So with dark vision, you can't even see past the end of the floor.
60 feet, we can't see past that now.
So, looking down each of the corridors, do they also have inscriptions on the walls in the same way?
Yes, the wave pattern comes up from the floor onto the walls and carries on in the same pattern that it was on the way in.
Can we do a smell check for the pissy passy smell?
Go for it.
Pussy, not pussy.
What's the difference?
Oh, come on. I knew you would say that.
I have a pissy pussy.
Give me that perception check, Baylor.
Are we actually smelling?
He is.
Huh?
Who?
You take a
I-
big whiff.
RP, come on.
You can't smell any of the pissy pussy, but you do just smell stone, and it smells like weirdly like sterile in a sense. Like it's untainted by anything. Like you just smell pure stone and nothing else. Not a single hint of anything else other than just the stone itself.
And we know that there's some sort of magic around these rooms because we've got the floor emanating.
The floor is emanating from what Andros told you from his Arcana check earlier. The floor is emanating some kind of evocation spell, and the floor walls and ceiling are emanating some kind of abjuration spell.
If
How
I
big-
were to... Oh, sorry, go on.
How big is the room?
The room's like 30 feet diameter. It's
So
completely
the
spherical.
Go on, Al.
So it almost seems like the maze leads to this room, because with the way the inscription is the same in each corridor and leading into the middle. I think there must be something in the middle of this room we need to do. I don't think we just need to pick one of 12 directions and just walk forever.
If I were to use this ability, would it do anything with the runes where it says like I create tremors or
Where does it say that? You can create an instantaneous sound, such as a rumble. Is that the right one? Harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. You cast Thaumaturgy, and you can't feel anything.
so it doesn't tremor the floor.
You've cast Thaumaturgy before, and when you have done normally, you do feel like a slight tremor coming from the floor. You feel nothing.
Is it worth casting Detect Magic?
Detect Magic, I believe, tells you if you are in the presence of magic and what magic school it's from, which Andros has already divined from his good Arcana check.
Right.
So, in the middle of the room where the symbols merge, I cast Eldritch Blast.
You cast Eldritch
To see if it
Blast at
marks
the
it.
floor.
Yep.
Leaves your hand. Nothing at all. No damage in the stone whatsoever. It's worth mentioning as well that the firebolt spells don't damage the floor either. It's just leaving a singe mark from the actual remnants of the fire itself. Your force blast from the Eldritch Blast doesn't affect the stone in the slightest.
I choose. Oh, go on, Tony.
I was gonna say, does anyone else have any spells that they can try?
I can try fun. In the middle of the room.
It's a first level spell. If you want to use that, be my guest.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay. You cast Thunderwave. A massive crying sound, the thunderous boom that whooshes past all of you. I'm assuming all of you stood out of range before Rain cast this.
I did say get
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
As you feel the sound wave push you back, you look down and around. Absolutely no effect on the floor.
Out of interest, while you stood there, Joss, just thinking, you're able to create water, aren't you?
Yes.
Just thinking, the patterns look like waves, don't they? Are you able to create some water in the centre of the room?
Can do, yeah.
Okay. As Rain sticks out her outstretched finger and starts to squirt little bits of water like a literal bathroom faucet, the water falls onto the ground and starts to make its way into the etchings of the waves. And the water starts to just fill out the etchings of the waves because the water's got nowhere else to go. The floor is completely level. After about 2 minutes, she fills all the water etchings, all the etchings with water. And then after that, they start to bubble over and start to pool. Nothing else.
The water's just acting as you'd expect. It's not doing anything weird.
Nope. It's doing exactly what water normally does, which is pool for a bit, but then spread out to follow gravity.
And off we go.
There's a cat fight outside the house.
Does anybody else have an idea?
I choose to walk down the doorway directly opposite the one that we came from.
Okay.
Sid's stomach is kind of like rumbling, It's making, everyone can hear it, especially because it's, a small hallway or a chamber or whatever, kind of echoey. So he turns to Kalos and he asks him, Kalos, do you have anyone of, those books left?
Not here, mate.
This guy not here.
Guy!
Guy, are you asleep?
Oh no.
Oh, what?
He's asleep!
It's...
There's no way he's falling asleep playing D&D.
been sat here for 3 hours.
Yeah. It's also a turtle, right? He just kind of it's a sleepy turtle.
I'm knackered.
Cedric has come up to you and asked for food in the middle of this chamber.
Yeah.
I'll have some berries. There you go.
Thank you. And Sid kind of just,
You
takes
just
his
give him the
berries.
handful of berries.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning you guys do all have traveling food rations as well, but you give him the berries. You just munching on them, Scup?
I love them. I eat them.
Sid eats the berries. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure.
The berries don't taste that nice. They're quite bitter, but they go down. You feel fine.
Thanks, Carlos.
Did you hit the gok too then?
Hit the what?
Never mind.
So I'm thinking if it isn't in this room, we probably do need to investigate the tunnels, but it's probably going to take too long to head as a group down a single one each time. We probably need to split up.
I am currently going down one on my own.
Oh, you just straight walk down it?
Yeah, I said that.
1 sec.
Okay, let's figure out what the others are doing.
We probably want to group up people who can't see in dark vision with people who can, and then head out in groups like that.
How long does Zinni's light spell last?
The light cantrip lasts an hour, but for those without dark vision, the light from the floor gives you light for about only like 10, 20 feet in front of you, but then it's just fades to darkness. But those of you with dark vision can see the full like 60 feet ahead of you and just see that the tunnels just repeat.
Yeah, obviously Rain has already left, but do you want to say we split up, head in a different tunnel each for an hour, and if we don't find anything, we head back
Okay,
to meet
so
up again this tunnel?
that sounds like a good idea. Who here can actually see in the dark except for Zini and Andrus?
Cedric can see in the dark as well.
Cedric. Okay, so
So we have
So we
3
can
with dark vision and 3
yeah.
without.
yeah, so we can just split like that.
Yeah, teams of 2.
Right, who's
I
going with who?
Okay.
I'll go Cedric.
You can't because both of you have dark
Oh, yeah,
vision.
yeah, never mind. Yeah.
You should probably go with Kylos. I can go with Zini, and Baylor can go with Sid. So we have like
Yeah, split up like
both
melee and caster.
casters and melee. Yeah.
Okay. Which door are you guys going into?
I'll tell you when Tony's back.
So Rain went down the one exact opposite the main, the entrance.
In the middle one.
That
I
is the
guess.
one that Rain went down, yeah.
I'll
Sit-
go the one that is directly left the entrance.
Okay.
So, like,
Sid
west.
looks at Balo, and Sizzle kind of tucks his head over the armor and looks at Balo as well.
Come on, Sid. Let's choose a corridor. Let's go down. Let's see what we find.
Okay.
I just remind everyone that if we head for an hour and just don't find anything, we need to head back to this room.
I not. Then I hold Zini by her hand and go to the right door next to the one that Rain went into.
Okay.
So if this is like a clock face, if we've come in at 6 o'clock, Rain's gone down 12 o'clock.
Well,
Are you going down 1 o'clock?
Oh god. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
up from
Anxie is
9 o'clock.
1, and Dross is 11.
Pick your numbers, Sid.
It's going to be a number that you can count with on his hands.
Yeah.
Which door are you picking, Scub?
I just follow Balo, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
He just asked you to pick a number.
You've got the
Oh.
dark vision, so you've got to kind of lead the way.
Oh lord. I'll pick number 3.
Let's head down 3.
You can just go to the right of us.
So wait, hold
That
on,
should be
hold on.
true.
How are you guys mapping this?
I got no
so
idea.
we entered at 6 o'clock.
Okay. I'm
in 12. Andros and whomever are in 11. Anxie Zinni 1. And then Baylor's Cedric said 3.
We're splitting up into the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm holding your hand.
Nice.
Dragging you along like a toddler.
Okay. And so Sid is going in 3.
Plus the advantage is splitting up makes it more complicated attacks.
Okay. You all head down these paths. The wave patterns continue to repeat every single 30 feet. And each of you are walking 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
When you say 10 minutes, are you adding 10 minutes or are you saying now
Cumulative.
it's been 10 minutes?
20 minutes.
How do we know an hour has passed?
You're
Only
just
20
trying
minutes
to
has passed.
keep track of...
Yeah, but how do we know?
Let's say just you guys are loosely keeping track in your heads.
Okay.
25 minutes. And after 30 minutes, Rain, you see ahead of you a room that's got a significantly lighter floor that's just on the precipice of your vision.
Okay, so upon me stumbling, well, not stumbling, seeing this room ahead, I turn and start running to go back to the main room to wait for everyone to tell them what I saw.
Okay, so you turn around and run back the other way.
Yes.
So you run on back. The rest of you, after about 10 minutes more of walking, Scup and Baelor, Sid and Baelor, you see ahead of you a room it opens up to with a significantly brighter floor than what's in the corridor. It's just on the precipice of your vision.
Precipice.
Precipice.
We still got a bit of time before we need to turn back, Sid. Should we go take a closer look?
I kind of look down, and Sissel's like, he tucks his head out of my arm, and he's like looking at it very interestingly. And I look back at you, and I go like, "All right, okay then, yeah."
We're going to walk a little bit further down the corridor, try to get a closer look at this room.
Okay. You head on to the room, and as you get closer to the room, you see on the opposite side of the room, you see a doorway that leads into a corridor. And as you get closer, you see 2 doors either side of it that leads out to the road corridor. And as you get closer into the room, you come into this room with 12 identical doors. Water on the floor inside the etched markings of waves, and a scorch mark at one of the doors 2 to the left of you.
Sid, this is the room we started. We've just gone in a big circle.
What?
It's worth remembering at this point that you didn't turn at any point. The corridor didn't have any corners or any turns or leanings. It was just straight all the way.
Which door did we come out of?
If you're counting, if you're counting the door with the firebolt as 6, you came out from 4.
So no.
No. There's like one gap doorway in between where you came out of and the firebolt door.
So Baelor, you know which door we came out of?
So
Yeah.
And I'm asking you because Sid won't know, right?
So just for my notes, which door did they go out of and which door did they come back in from?
3, 4, I think.
So they went out 3, came back in 4.
Is that correct? Dax?
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, never mind.
Anxie and Zinni, as you've walked for 35-40 minutes, you see a room ahead of you. A significantly brighter floor than what's in the corridor. And it's just on the precipice of your vision.
Precipice.
I look at Zinni and ask her if she wants to go check in, or we should go back and tell the rest what we've seen.
I would like to investigate.
Okay.
I nod, and then we just continue towards it.
As you walk to the room, you see that on the opposite side of the room there's a doorway leading to a corridor. As you get closer, there are 2 doors on either side of it that lead to their own corridors. And as you come into the room, you find a room with 12 identical doorways, water on the floor inside the etchings, a scorch mark 4 doors to the right of you, and Baelor and Scup and Sidric.
Yeah. So I just got a question. Basically, this whole place, the doors lead basically to the ones on the other side of the clock.
Kylos and Andros, you see a room ahead of
Yeah,
you.
they're gonna come here.
Yeah.
So just before that, which room did they leave? You know, which door did they leave from? Which door did they enter?
Okay, hold on. So this is where they entered.
1, and we came out of 5. As in ours. We came out of the, basically...
Your scorch mark was 4 doors to the right of you, so if you're carrying on the
4
same door
doors.
thing where the scorch mark is number 6, you'd be at 10 o'clock.
Oh, right. Okay, that's a bit weirder. Never
And
mind.
Andros and Kylos, you've come into the room with the same water on the floor, blah blah blah. Everyone sees it. You came in, you went through at door number 11, and you've come through at door number 5.
Dax, could we get a description of what the symbol looks like?
What symbol?
Of the swirl specifically.
In the center of the room, as the wave patterns come off the walls, they sort of like spiral together. All 12 of them sort of spiral together, crashing in on one another until there's just a simple circle in the middle of the room.
How many lines connect to one?
So they sort of like spiral together, so it's like
Is it one line from each doorway?
one line from each gap in between the doorway, because it's coming off of the walls.
Right.
So just to confirm, it's not consistent which door you leave as to which door you come in, because of we've had people leave door 3, come back door 4, and then we've had people leave door 11 and come back 5. So it's not like always one to the left.
I just don't get it. Because he said 4 doors to the right of us, and that's not 10.
No. So the room that
4
you
door to the
come
right
out
of you is where... So there's 3 gap
4
doors
doors to the
until you see the scorch mark at 6.
Where's my character at, Dax?
Wish we had the clockwise room.
Your character,
Mm-hmm.
after everyone's met up, like 20 minutes later, you come running out of door number 7.
So I turned back and ended up in a different room, doorway regardless.
Yes.
How long did it take to get back to this room for each person? The same amount of time?
It said 40 minutes for...
It was like 35 to 40 minutes for each of you to come through, but Joss took considerably longer because she went basically all the way and turned around and ran
came
back.
But I came back and came out of a different...
So there's a few directions we haven't tried. We could also try going backwards. I'm just thinking, is it worth, if we split up again the same way, we haven't had someone go through the 2 o'clock door, the 8 o'clock or the 9 o'clock door. But also, it's probably worth sending someone back through the original door to see if that also loops.
I volunteered to go back down number 6, so where we came from with the scorch marks.
Okay. Joss, you head off down Scorch Mark doorway. What are the
Sid,
rest of you doing?
let's go down doorway 2.
Alrighty.
I guess me and Kylos goes down 9.
Which one
And
was
then-
left? 8?
5?
8, yeah.
We go down 8, I guess, yeah.
Okay. So, Rain's gone down 6. Sid and Baylor's gone down 2. Andros and Kylos have gone down 9. And Anxie and Zinni have gone down 8. After about 35-40 minutes of walking, Anxie and Zinni, Baylor and Cedric, you find yourself in the same room with the water on the floor and the scorch mark at 6 o'clock. Kylos and Andros, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of walking, 20, 30, 40 minutes of walking. You see ahead of you, just on the precipice of your vision, a corridor open into a room that has a significantly brighter floor.
What do you say, brighter floor? Is it bright, similar brightness to the main room we've been in previously?
It is similar, yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll go investigate.
Guy, you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk closer to this room, you see on the opposite side of the room, there's a doorway that leads to a corridor. As you come closer, there's 2 doors either side of it that lead to their own corridors. And as you come into the room, you find that this room is completely spherical. 12 identical doors. But no one's here. No scorch mark on the floor, no water on the floor.
Okay, so this seems to be a different room, possibly the next step. I think there might be multiple of these. So I guess we probably want to head back and let the others know.
Yeah.
So we turn around and head back.
Okay. The rest of you, it's been like 40-ish minutes, and none of you don't see Kylos and Andros.
But we're in the main room.
You're in the
Right.
same room that you were before.
Am I back at the main room?
We'll deal with you in a sec. What are you doing? It's been 40 minutes and they haven't come back.
Shall we go look for them? They went inside room 9.
I think we should go look for them. They should be back by now after looping the same as ours did, right?
Exactly. So let's go.
Okay. After you start walking in to their corridor number 9, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you see 2 figures ahead of you. Walking in this direction.
Is that them?
You can't make out, they're just silhouettes.
Well, I'm asking the group.
Who's got?
I
dark
can't
vision?
see them.
Yeah, they're just on the precipice of your vision. You just see these 2 silhouettes.
Sorry. go on.
Andros, is that you?
Kylos, you do hear Baylor calling out to you. And as they do, you see 4 figures in front of you.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it's us. We found a different room.
How different?
It's the exact same, but it doesn't have any signs that we were there before.
Okay, shall we then continue? Since the ones we've checked are basically leading to the main one.
Yeah, I think we turn around and go back to the new room and down the corridor line.
Should
Okay.
someone go back for Ran?
Oh, right.
Rain, at this point, you've been walking like 30 minutes at this point, and the tunnel comes to a 90-degree turn to the right.
To the right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So not to the left. It's to the right specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I turn the corner.
Okay. You carrying on?
Fuck it, yeah, I am.
Okay. Back to the main group. Are you going to head back to the main room, or just send one of you?
I mean,
Let's go get Rain.
yeah, let's all go together, so we don't like split up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to stay together at this point.
Okay. All of you head back to the main room, and I'm assuming you start heading down door number 6 with a scorch mark.
I do have a working theory for how this works.
After about 30 minutes, you come to a 90-degree turn to the right. You don't see any sign of Rain.
Wait, so the main group walking back down corridor 9 finds a turn.
Back down corridor 6.
We went back
Oh,
to get
okay.
Rain. So we don't have anyone basically wandering around alone.
I thought we were just going to wait in the previous main room for Main to turn.
Yeah,
back.
same, but Dax decided to
Oh,
move
okay, if
us.
you're going to wait in the same room. Okay. Rain, after another
Hello.
20 minutes of walking, you see a 90-degree turn to the left.
Okay, so I stumble upon the fact that it's turned a different way this time. Instead of being right, which all the turns have been, is right, this one's now left. So I turn back and run where I came from.
Okay.
To try and go back to that main room.
After about 30 minutes of running, you come to a 90-degree turn to the left.
I take the turn, yeah.
And after about another 30 or 40 minutes of running, you find yourself back in the main room with a scorch mark and the water, and your companions in the room with you.
Okay, now that everyone's here, I mentioned my theory is that the direction we need to go is based on the previous turns. So, for example, the first turn we had when we were coming in here was left, and the first seemingly correct corridor was 9, which is left from where we came in from. So I'm thinking if the next room, if we go both left and right, we'll be able to work it out.
I'd say the corridor I went down, which was where we came from. I say, guys, I turned right, but then the next available turn was left. Does anyone remember the turns that we took coming in here?
Yeah, when we came in, we took a right and then we took a left. So if you're going back out, you should have taken a left and then a right.
So it was correct.
Yep, so I think if we head back down corridor 9, and the exit that we come out of, we count as 6 again. Then if we head down corridor 3, that should hopefully lead us somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
Okay. 40 minutes of walking down corridor 9, you find yourself in a room with 12 identical doors.
I fire a firebolt again so we can scorch the one we came from.
Ooh, before you do that, I say, shouldn't you move it slightly towards the center so we know it is a different one?
Or drop 2 scorch marks next to each other.
Yeah.
Or I can just scorch the door, the doorway instead of the.
If you just do 2, because we know this is the second room.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I just do 2.
2 scorch marks on the floor in door number 6 of room 2. Where are you heading?
So my theory is that it's going to be door 3, although we probably do still want to try multiple.
Let's try with door 3 first.
We could try both door 3 and door 9, like split up in 2 groups.
And I think with how we've been going, I think we should all just take one corridor. So if we do stumble upon a new one, we're not backtracking.
Because 3 of us cannot see.
No, I mean we all should go as a group.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So
Cool.
instead of splitting up again, we shall all go as groups. So whenever we go down one and it's a new room, we don't have to backtrack, wait for people, then do it again.
Yeah, I mean, we can give it a go. I mean, obviously, if 3 doesn't lead anywhere, that means my idea isn't incorrect, so we can then split up at that point.
Yeah, let's do it.
So in room number 2, You're going down door number 3.
So, and just confirm, the door we came out of into the second room is 6.
We're treating it always as 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You as a group of 7 all start to head down this door. This corridor, by the way, is only wide enough for you to fit in like a 2 at a time, side by side, because it's just like 10 feet wide. It's also 10 feet tall, so it's just essentially like a basic, complete square.
We're 5 feet wide.
Each character tile is 5 feet wide, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Enough for you to comfortably walk. You could like technically squeeze if you really wanted to, but yeah. So you're walking down this corridor. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 20 minutes.
Precipice.
30 minutes. And around 40 minutes, those of you with dark vision see a room ahead of you with a significantly brighter floor, just on the precipice of your vision.
You said it!
Oh, come on.
Okay, well, we'll carry on and see what's in that room.
As you come towards the room, you see there's a door on the opposite side of the room, leading to another corridor. And 2 doors either side of it, leading to their own. And as you come into a room with 12 identical doors, a scorch mark on the floor, 5 to the left of you, and water on the floor.
We're back in room 1.
Oh, fuck. Wait, so we did from 6 to 9 to then come out of 6 to go 3 to come out of 5.
No.
Which door do we come out of in room
You
1?
came out of door number 11.
No. Stop.
Just talking to the cat.
We went in door number 11 before and came out door number 5 in the first room as well.
No.
Damn it.
She keeps trying to put her face in my glass of water.
Well, they're thirsty. Give them some
There's,
water.
there's water downstairs.
Gotta bring
Stop
them
it,
downstairs.
Phoebe. She's obsessed with water.
Wait, she's called Phoebes.
Yeah.
Phoebe and Jasper.
Aww.
Jesse and Phoebes.
Okay, so it almost seems like if we take the wrong turn, we end up back in the first room. There's like a reset thing.
We should
So I'm thinking we
probably-
go back to the second room and then split up, I think.
Wait, can someone like draw out circles of the ones that we've done?
I've literally been doing that.
So it should say we came from 6, went into 9. Oh, there we go.
Artistic work.
Yeah. 6 into 9, and now we went out of 5 in the first room, was it?
We went out of 9, so 9 in the first room leads to the second room.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
for
In the
number
second
3.
room, which one led to 3?
3.
Which
So
led
3
to
was the
5.
incorrect path. I'm thinking if you take the incorrect path, it will lead you back to the first room. If we take the
Yeah.
correct one, it should lead to somewhere else.
Yeah.
So what if we go into 9 again to get to that new room, and then in that new room go to the new room's number 6? No, number 12, sorry.
All I'm thinking of is we don't know what the number should be, so I'm thinking we split up. 'Cause, I mean, you don't need dark vision because you're just walking down a corridor and it leads you to a room with light.
Well, no, the way I think it is, oh god, how am I going to explain this without pictures? Let me just open Paint and just draw it real quick.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to find the logic behind it, and I can't.
I think, speaking of character, do you remember like Zelda the Forest?
Yeah.
In Zelda, where you go through a door and if it's the wrong door, it takes you back to the start.
No, I got that. I'm just trying to find the logical connection between the doors, so we don't have to go through all of them. But are you gonna stream your paint? Stream your basically thingies you're doing in Paint right now, or are you gonna
I
just
mean, I could.
following
It's
the?
not like the best Oh,
No,
okay.
not you. Joss said she
Oh,
will
Joss,
be
yeah.
explaining something. So I'm
Yeah,
checking if
let
she's
me share it,
streaming
let me
or
share
not.
it.
Andros, can you roll a quick intelligence check for me?
Intelligence, not.
Yeah, just a
learning
general
skill.
intelligence check. Okay. As you're here trying to puzzle everything together, trying to map everything visually to like what you're seeing and what you're experiencing, you feel your mind really racing and chugging, gears turning, and trying to get everything to be understood. It's around this time that a thought comes to your head, and remember reading someone and saying, "It's child's play, really." And you get a little sense of frustration as you remember the journal entry. It's child's play.
He said it twice. It means something. God, I wish we were playing earlier than we are.
It's easy, really.
I think it's what I've just drew.
Oh, 6-9.
So every time you get to a new room, no matter what, you just go to the one that's quote 9 for that room. So it always making 90-degree turns to the left, or is it to the right?
I mean, from what we have right now, maybe the correct one should be the one at 12 o'clock in the previous room.
So this room?
Huh?
No, that's the first
Wait,
room.
no, that's the
So
first
not the
room.
first room, the second room.
The second room, yeah, because we're moving with like 3 doors to the. Is that
So
the
you
right
think we
or the
go
left?
to 9 to 6
Clockwise.
and 6 to 12?
No, we went 6 to 9, 9 to 12 would be eventually the correct. Because the first room we entered, right? It was at 6. Then the correct path was through 9.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to find the next correct one, which obviously wasn't 3, so we can try with
so
12.
Put that one.
So, given that we saw that you can both, like, we left through 11 and we came back through 11 via a different route, have we tried just going back through 9? Actually, no, we have, haven't we? We came back from the second room
Came out of
originally.
5 or something, didn't you? I think it is. Every time you come to a quote new room, you just turn to the left 90 degrees. So you enter to the center of the room, you turn yourself 90 degrees to the left, you carry on through that doorway.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you're
we can
correct.
give that a go, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the 12th one now, if we go to the previous room. Should be correct.
Yeah, so if we just head 90 degrees left each time.
Yeah, let's go back to the second room. So instead of like going again through the 9th room, or which one would it be faster?
I think we need to go through the 9th one in the first room.
Yeah, we're in the first, but we can also just go back from the one we came in.
Well, no,
right?
we can't because that one will lead to a door 5.
Oh, you're correct. Yeah, sorry.
So we need to go through 9 again.
Fucking hell. That's starting to hurt my brain. Okay, so we just go through the 9th again, and we get to the second room. Is that correct, Dax, or is something happening?
Are you going through door number 9?
Yeah, we're in the first room.
And after 40 minutes of walking, you find yourself stepping over 2 scorch marks on the ground.
Okay. And now we go through the door number 12. which would
Yeah,
be
but-
basically.
So I was gonna say, yeah, the door to 90 degrees left of where we came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the center of the room, turn 90 degrees left, go forward.
So if you're treating the door
Oh.
with 2 scorch marks as door number 6, you're going through door number 9 again.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All 7 of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guy included if he's still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So you head down this tunnel. You're only able to see, like, not so far in front of you. Constantly walking into darkness is really starting to unnerve some of you. It just doesn't give a good feeling.
No shit.
5 minutes of walking. 10 minutes. 20 minutes.
It's too early.
30 minutes.
Ooh,
Get in there.
And as we just get to 40 minutes of walking,
I have to take a piss.
those of you with dark vision see a room ahead of you that opens up with a significantly brighter floor than that in the corridor,
No scorch,
just on the
please.
precipice of your vision.
It's where it scorches.
If you walk to it,
We walked through it.
as you walk into the room, you find a room with 12 identical doors. A scorch mark on the
scorches.
ground 4 doors to the left of you, and water
I'm
on the
gonna
floor.
cry.
Wait, 4 doors to the left.
hmm
Left, not right. Okay.
It would put you at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2. Is there like some child's game that we can't think of that related to fucking clocks?
It's
And
child's play,
numbers.
really. It's easy. I figured it out so easily.
Oh, shut up.
The words of the journal entry seeming to mock you for not having figured it
Wait,
out.
sorry. So we go through quote 9, and how many flames did we see? Was it 1 or 2?
You're back into a room with 1 scorch mark and water on
We're
the
back
floor.
in the first one.
And how many rooms to the left or right is it?
4 doors to the left of you is the one with the single scorch mark.
It's 2, basically.
It... No, it's 3, isn't it?
Yeah, but he said 4. So we're at 2 o'clock.
3 empty doors, and then the 4th door is the one with the scorch mark.
3, 4, 5 are empty.
So him saying it's
Right,
child's
okay.
play probably means it isn't related
Yeah.
to the door numbers, maybe. Something simpler.
Wait, so can we just go straight forward like I did, but this time actually walk into the room? Because I tell everyone I found the room, but I didn't walk through it. Or into it, sorry.
You mean when
yeah,
you
but
went into door number 12?
Yeah, so I went in, came upon
You
a
saw
room.
a room at the precipice of your vision, but you did not
Yeah,
go into
precipice,
it.
yeah.
Oh, you never went into it. Oh,
No,
God.
because I turned around to tell everyone, but then you all just came through into different rooms back, and then had to wait for me because I ran back.
Yeah, but how number 9 led us somewhere as well, right? So that's assuming 2 of the doors would lead somewhere. If you want, we can just go through the door that's basically number 12 in the first room.
No. What if it's we come out of 6, we go into 9, we come out of 6, we go into 12, we come out of 6, we go into 3.
That's what I said the first time.
Yeah,
And
why
you
don't we
decided
try
not
that
to
one?
do that.
Yeah, sorry, what if we try that one?
Yeah, sorry, Platt. Josh just said it louder.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I tried to say it as well. The first time. Anyway, do you want to do that?
So it's
Yeah,
like
let's do
we
that.
add
Right.
3 to the number that it came out of.
That's what I said the first time when
Yeah,
you said
sorry.
we should just go to the. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you head through door number 9 of the first room. And after 40 minutes of walking, you step over 2 scorch marks and
Yeah.
find yourself in another room with 12 identical doors.
So in this one, we go directly opposite.
So you go
Yeah, exactly.
directly
That was my
opposite
idea.
in door number 12. As you're walking, you all really start to feel exhausted. This has been a lot of walking. Some of you may be
Stop
even
mocking us.
No
losing
way.
track of time. It's hard to know how long you've been walking. It's just endless corridors of nothing ahead for so long.
It's like 5-6 hours.
5 minutes. 10 minutes.
I swear, if I hear you say this one more time, I'm
20
gonna
minutes.
fucking be.
Precipice.
30 minutes. 30 minutes, some of you are starting to panic, wonder if you're even going to find another room. Is there going to be another room? What if this corridor ever ends?
We've
And as
got
you hit
options.
40 minutes, you see, just at the precipice of your vision,
You said
the
it!
corridor opens into a room with a significantly lighter floor.
And there's
Is there a
no
scorch?
scorch marks.
Are you heading
Is there a
to it?
scorch?
Okay. As you walk closer, you see at the other end of the room there's a doorway that leads into a corridor at the opposite end. And as you get a bit closer, there's 2 more doors either side of it. And as you come into this room, you find yourself in a room with 12 identical doors
Just
Stop
say it!
playing.
and no markings.
Thank
Yes!
fucking God. My logic was
I'm
correct.
sorry, Black.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
I do think you need to pre-record that section just to replay it each time. Oh, yeah. So you removed all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next
first things
time we
first.
go into 3. Yeah?
Yeah. First thing before we do anything else, mark the floor with your fireball 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm marking it with 3 firebolts,
You
3
mark
scorches.
door number 6 3 times. So which door are you heading down now?
Towards door number 3.
So
Number 3.
yeah, so if we come out of 6 again, number 3 then.
So you head down door number 3. Another dark, dim corridor.
He's gonna say
Please.
it.
You
Precipice.
honestly just feel miserable doing this. It's just
I
a
feel miserable
weighty
listening to
feeling
it.
of just, again, the same corridor over and over and over. Are you even making progress? You can't even tell. Are you even walking? It's hard to
Yeah.
even know if you're walking anywhere. The pattern just endlessly repeats. Sometimes you've been walking so long it doesn't even feel like you've been walking. You might have been stood still for the last 10 minutes.
Just say it.
5 minutes of walking. 10 minutes.
She's gonna say it.
20 minutes. 30 minutes. Are we even going to see anything? I don't know how long we've been here.
I was kind of serious about previously saying I need to take a piss. Like, it wasn't me, it was my character.
And as you get to around, what's maybe you guess it's the 40-minute mark.
No.
You see that on the precipice of your vision,
You said it.
the corridor opens into a room with a significantly brighter floor.
We enter.
We fucking said that shit.
As you come to the door, to the room, you see at the opposite end of the room there's a doorway that
There's a
leads
door
to a
either side of
corridor
it.
with 2 doors either side of it that lead to their own corridors.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
And you come into a room that has 12 identical doors and no markings.
Let's go.
I
Oh,
do
no.
think I'm going to blame Dirk for making this maze of hell.
What
So we're going to
dark
go pay
maze?
him a visit after this.
Guys, the issue is that our logic is basically going towards the fact that we need to go back from this same room. We just
Yeah.
entered. So that's fun.
Oh no.
Oh no, I mean, we've seen that's a valid option. I mean, we've seen that, well, you know, just the direction you enter
Yeah, exactly.
can affect it.
So we kind of have to go back.
Yeah, first things first, if you want to mark the floor.
Yeah,
okay.
marking the floor first.
Yeah, I put a crossbow bolt down on the floor as well, just to save.
So you put 4 scorch bolts
Four
down
scorch.
at door number 6, and Rain lays down a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, I'll remove it.
Oh, he picks it up. So there's 4 scorch marks.
And we are supposed to go back through the door we came in.
So you're going back through the door with the 4 scorch mark. Doorway with the
So
4
we're
scorch
in the
marks.
4th room, and we go back to number 6 that we just walked out of.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the logical way of doing it. It
You
is
head
kind
on
of
back
trippy.
through the corridor. 5 minutes of walking. 10 minutes. Your feet
I
are
hate this.
starting to ache. You feel like you're losing your mind. You look over at your other companions. All of them have this gormless expression, not knowing when this is going to end. 20 minutes of walking.
I hope we don't
Is-
see anything on
is
the
it 20
precipice
minutes?
of our vision.
No one... Is it 20 minutes? How long have you been walking? How long have you been down here? You're all starting to lose track of time. This is mad. This is maddening. You feel... Some of you want to... You want to scream! 30 minutes of walking. 35 minutes of walking. Is it 35 minutes?
Don't do that.
So,
At around the 40-minute mark, on the precipice of your vision,
you said it.
you see that the corridor
Oh,
opens into a room with a significantly brighter floor. Are you walking towards it?
Yeah.
As you come closer to the room, you see on the opposite side of the room, there's a door that leads into another corridor. And as you get a bit closer, there's 2 doors either side of it that lead to their own corridors.
I'm gonna cry.
And as you come into this room, completely spherical, 12 equal doors, completely identical, and water on the floor, and a scorch mark.
Oh no.
Scorch mark opposite you.
I'm gonna lie, I feel like you've killed everyone off with this. Like everyone is like either really frustrated or not paying attention, and I'm in the not paying attention section.
It's-
Like I've just switched off.
It's just late. That's all it is.
It's 1 a.m. You're making me think. Hate it.
Mm.
As far as you can tell, you're back at square one.
You are such a fucking prick.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, I really cannot do any. I can't think of it more.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stop here.
Okay.
Okay, right, Dax. I'm gonna play along. So, I do.
No, if one
I'm
person's stopping, we're all stopping. But you can feel free to talk all you want to me, and I will reveal as much as I'm comfortable doing so. But that is where we're going to call it quits for the session, because it is late. Platt is 2 hours ahead of us, remember?
I
No
think I
comment.
know what it is. I think it's just turn again to number.
Yeah, I think
9.
it's turn again as no. Maybe, but will it lead to the second room? Okay, Dax, can we make a deal?
Mhm.
Can we do the movement at least 2 more times, but you won't be like.
On the precipice of vision.
I don't want to know how many minutes we've been walking and how miserable we are. I just want to get to the point quickly. Do you mind that?
I do mind.
Oh,
That-
can I not do
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Like he's enjoying torturing us.
Yeah. No. I respect it. That is lunch. You don't skip. You can't skip.
Okay, guys, do you want to go through number 9 and try again? If we go to the second room, we can just go back. We can.
I think your call of ending it is not too crazy.
But Platt, I thought you were so tired. You've been walking
I am
for
very
so
tired.
long.
I think
You don't even know how long we've been playing. You've lost all track of time.
I wanna
Also,
know
also
it.
like my character is just like, what the fuck do I do with 7 intelligence here? I don't have any input, and I think Guy is asleep. Tony's checked out, and for Plat it's very late. So
Before we finish the session, then, should we set up camp in room number 1 and get a long rest so our characters are fresh for our
Yeah.
next session?
Also, I've written
Yeah,
our
that's good.
pathway in the general, so we know for the next time.
nice. That's good at least.
Well, folks,
Child's play, guys. Fuck you.
that's where we're calling it quits for tonight.
Alrighty.
Gonna end the stream now. Those of you who stick around want to bitch at me for how terrifying and torturous I made this, feel free. I'm gonna
Terrifying.
finish
Not
the
real.
stream now.
So I just want to mention, I think it's interesting that he asks us if we want to enter the room each time.
Thank you for sticking around, those of you that did. Appreciate it. See you all guys around again. Bye bye bye.